the care factor and the effort. And so he's a leader for us. This was a great week for him, motivating and getting other guys to join in and play like he plays.
The takeaway category, we've looked at that all year for you guys. I know you work on that, trying to create turnovers, don't you?
We have to, yeah, we have to. I think this is the team we're playing today. They do a great job of getting the ball out, and so it's a challenge for us offensively, but defensively we have to get the ball out. A year ago, the quarterback was throwing a bunch of picks and really kind of hurt them. It was really more or less the biggest obstacle that they had as a team, and he's done a much better job of protecting the ball this year, and so we're going to have to be able to change that.
How much is getting that 6th bowl qualifying win still a goal for you guys?
It's a huge one. Yeah, I mean we have to do it, and we have to do it today. And guys have been working really hard to get that done. There is going to be a great effort, start to finish, to play better and to get a win.
All right, Coach, thanks. We'll talk to you after the game.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
It's Baylor head coach Dave Aranda. It's the Bears and the Arizona Wildcats today here in Tucson. More of our pregame show after this on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
The Baylor Bears both know what it takes to be number one. Hard work, determination, commitment. The number one Mazda dealer in Texas, Jeff Haas Mazda, is inviting all the Baylor Bear fans listening to visit us for hard-hitting deals on every new Mazda in stock, with fresh inventory hitting the ground daily. And every new Mazda comes with our Jeff Haas Advantage plan. Plus, your trade is now worth more than ever. We're buying all makes and models. Get our best cash offer in minutes. Jeff Haas Mazda on the Katy Freeway.
Number one based on 2021 sales and stock volume in the Gulf region.
The spotlight's back on the Brazzes, and the stage is set at Foster Pavilion. Baylor women's basketball returns with head coach Nikki Collin and a team that knows how to bring the heat. From tip-off to the final buzzer, there's no place louder, rowdier, or more electric than the Foster. Don't just hear about the big wins, witness them. Lock in your seats and fill Foster with green and gold. Purchase your season tickets now at BaylorBears.com/tickets.
The Bears aren't the only one making plays this season. Your money can score too.
Hi, this is Joe Betsy Tyler with First Central. With our high interest checking, you can earn up to 5% APY just for using your account. No fees, no tricky plays, just real reward.
Visit firstcentralcu.com and open your account today. It's your season to earn more.
First Central Credit Union. Everything we do for you.
Eligibility and qualifications apply. APY annual percentage yield. Member NCUA.
Favorite jeans, favorite shirt. Yakinick a sausage and I'm firing it up. Yeah, everybody knows it's how I get my grill on. You can smell that flavor up and down the road. It's a little taste of heaven, and everybody knows it's how I get my grill on. Kanaka sausage. It's just a little taste of heaven.
You're listening to Baylor Football on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Position, a matchup, something like that. Nick, you go first. What do you keeping a close eye on in this game, Baylor and Arizona today?
I mean, it really comes down to their secondary and our passing game. They are leading the Big 12 in pass defense. They create a lot of turnovers, 14 interceptions on the year. And when you're on the road, you can't lose the turnover battle. It's so hard to win statistically if you lose the turnover battle. I'm not even saying we need to win it today. We just need to be square at a minimum. And really for Saul, you're coming off of a rough week last week, even though he put up some really crazy numbers. He just missed opportunities. And when you're on the road and you're playing a 7-3 football team with a lot of confidence, you have to take advantage of your open receivers and connect and take full advantage of every opportunity you get. So that's the matchup I'm looking at today.
That's a great one. There's such a huge disparity in the two schools in their takeaway numbers. It's a 20 takeaway difference Baylor's minus 10, Arizona's plus 10.
Yeah, and Arizona's third in the Big 12 and eighth in the nation in total turnovers at 20 on the year. 6 fumble recoveries, 14 interceptions, and one of the things they talk about doing is this turnover sword. And so hopefully we don't get to see what that means today.
Right.
But they've had the turnover sword in 8 of 10 games, and 6 of those games multiple times. So they're really opportunistic defensively.
All right, Ricky, what are you keeping a close eye on in this matchup today?
Well, I'm going to tell you this. We've talked about it all season, and that's pressure on the quarterback from our defensive front. Even if you have to blitz occasionally, we need pressure. Fafita, 5'10". He's not a quarterback that particularly likes to run. He's a passer. He throws the ball. He's only 5'10". So I would like to see up front, get some pressure on him. Do like you did against UCF, when they had a quarterback that threw for 70% completion rate with no pressure and less than 50 with pressure. You just have to think that would make a huge difference in this game, to get pressure on the quarterback and do it with the front four, not have to blitz. If you can do that, this will be a different football game, guys.
All right, very good. All right, what to watch for in this game today is the Pride of Arizona. Their marching band heads off the field. We'll take our final pregame break. When we come back, give you the starting lineups, take you down to the field to listen in to the toss of the coin, then toe meets leather. Baylor and Arizona, Big 12 football coming up from Tucson here on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Come see why Green Eye Associates is voted best in Waco year after year. Enjoy exceptional service and care from Dr. Leanne Green alongside her dedicated optometrist and staff. Receive trustworthy insights on your eye health. Enjoy the impressive variety of contacts and eyewear, and work with the most experienced optical team in Waco. Don't miss the new state-of-the-art dry eye therapies that rejuvenate the eyes and face with safe, non-invasive treatments to restore comfort and quality of life. Green Eye Associates, official optometrist of Baylor Athletics.
Are you a diehard Bears fan? Sure, your entire closet is Baylor green and gold. All your pets' names have started with Judge, and that good old Baylor line is your ringtone. But do you have an official Baylor University toll tag? That small green and gold sticker reps the Bears and cuts your toll bill in half. Visit getmytolltag.com to purchase your specialty tag and deck your ride with Baylor pride. Small sticker, big savings, sick 'em Bears.
Premier ER and Urgent Care has all the convenience of urgent care with all the expertise of an ER, all under one roof. At every visit, be seen by ER-trained staff with on-site lab and CT, X-ray, ultrasound, and EKG. Here, you pay for the appropriate level of care that you receive, and we are in network with most major insurance providers. Premier ER and Urgent Care has 4 convenient locations serving Texas: San Marcos, Temple, Waco, and Woodway. To learn more, visit www.premier.care.
Proudly serving Texas since 2007, Magnolia Realty is a full-service brokerage and a trusted neighbor, bridging expert industry knowledge with integrity and kindness. Known for their award-winning agents, Magnolia Realty understands the dynamics of making the real estate journey your own and the importance of trust from contract to close. You can find their local agents here in Waco and across the state, including in Dallas, Fort Worth, Austin, San Antonio, and Temple. To get connected and learn more, visit magnoliarealty.com. Here's to home.
This is Baylor football on the Baylor Sports Media Network. Get ready. Get ready. Kickoff is just moments away. Now, let's get back to the booth with the voice of the Bears and 2024 Chris Schenkel Award winner, John Morris.
Welcome back to Casino del Sol Stadium in Tucson, Arizona. It's Baylor and Arizona Big 12 football. First football meeting between these two as Big 12 rivals, only the second meeting all time between the Bears and the Wildcats. Arizona's had their senior day recognition. Now their team is running out of the tunnel at the I'm going to say the north end of the stadium, and Baylor's captains are out there. We're waiting Baylor to come out from the northwest corner of the stadium. We'll take you down to the field and listen in to the officials when we have the toss of the coin there. But it is Baylor and Arizona. Let's pause here 10 seconds for station identification on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
From the Allen Samuels Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Studios, this is KRZI Waco, K222DC Waco, K265DV Temple, ESPN Central Texas.
And welcome back alongside Nick Florence in the booth. I'm John Morris. Ricky Thompson on the sidelines for us as Baylor comes running out from their locker room. Bob Baker, our engineer here in the booth in Tucson. Jack Weaver, our broadcast associate. And Aaron Sexton, our network board operator. Glad you're with us wherever you might be listening today. We appreciate you tuning in. Final road game of the regular season for Baylor, sitting at 5-5 on the year. They are 3-4 in Big 12 conference play, needing one more win to be bowl eligible this season. Arizona is on a nice run right now. They've won 3 in a row. They are 7-3. They are 4-3 in Big 12 conference play. And again, celebrating their senior day today. They'll close the regular season with the Territorial Cup game up at Arizona State coming up next Friday, the day after Thanksgiving. Captains are headed to midfield for the toss of the coin. We'll take you down there in just a moment. The captains for Baylor in this game today are Jacob Redding, Caden Saraki, Cole Wilson, and Amarian Winston. So they are greeting at midfield. Let's take you down and listen in to the toss of the coin.
My name is Cravon Barrett. I'll be your referee today. This is Rick Pedraza. He'll be on.
All right, had him for a moment, Cravon Barrett, but now we'll just relay what he relays to the team. As they have the toss of the coin, Baylor in all white on the road. A field turf surface here inside the stadium. Baylor has won the toss, right, Nick, and elected to take the ball.
That's what it looks like.
Love it. See if they can duplicate that fast start when they won the toss and took the ball. Start of the UCF game, Baylor's most recent victory. They'll switch around. Baylor will put their backs to the north end of the stadium. Arizona will kick it from right to left. Ricky, what's the wind like? We were talking about that. What's it like here as we approach kickoff?
Well, it's going to be a factor. I think Nick mentioned that the weather shows it's supposed to back off later in this football game, but right now it is going to be a factor in this game, no question, particularly on the kicking game. You can see the flags at the top of the scoreboard are sticking straight out. More importantly, you see the flags on top of the goalpost. They're also moving. It's going to be a slight crosswind, so we'll see how that affects this game.
All right, keep us updated on that. Not a huge stadium. It actually looks bigger from the outside than it seats. It seats 50,800, but stadium right on the edge of campus. The McHale Center, their longtime basketball arena, off to the east as we look across the other way. Baylor will wear all white, as we mentioned, white pants, white jerseys, white helmets today, the traditional interlocking BU on either side. Arizona will counter with the navy pants and jerseys, white numerals and lettering, and the white helmets with the block A on either side for Arizona. I asked you this before, both teams wearing white helmets. As a quarterback, when you're looking for your receiver, does that make a difference or not?
I mean, you don't love it, but it's also in practice you're going against your team in different jerseys and same helmet. So
True.
It is what it is, but typically in a game, these equipment guys send what the other team's wearing and you do something different. But not today on the helmet side.
Okay, not today. Here comes the approach to the ball. Toe meets leather. Kick is away. It's going to sail out the back of the end zone. Baylor will have the ball first, beginning at their own 25-yard line. Let's give you our starting lineups. It's brought to you by Baylor Scott & White, Southwest Sports Medicine, and Orthopedics. Bringing the home team advantage to Central Texans. Bears come right to the line of scrimmage. And in that offensive line, Sean Tompkins at left tackle, Ryan Lingell at left guard, Colton Price at center, Omar Ibedi on his back, out a couple of times in the game last week, but back, and Caden Saraki at right tackle for the Bears. Sawyer Robertson, the senior from Lubbock, the quarterback for the Bears, takes the snap, passes down the line to the near side to Josh Cameron. He's to the 50, to the 45, and out of bounds. Nice opening, got a block along the sidelines, and a quick hitter on the first play from scrimmage for the Bears.
Really, first play of the game, get the ball out of the hand, make a nice, easy throw for the quarterback to build the confidence, and it turns into a long game.
How about 30 yards on that first play? First down, and off to Bryson Washington. Bryson Washington is 5 yards further downfield to the 40. So there's a nice first rush of the day for 5 yards, leaves Baylor 2nd and 5.
Yeah, and again, you get a big gain, and then you come back with tempo and run the ball up the middle, and that's an easy five yards. And so 2nd and 5, you're already ahead of the chains on this first drive.
3 receivers left, 1 to the right side. It's Josh Cameron to the right side for the Bears. One of the guys that will be recognized on Senior Day next Saturday in Waco. Robertson claps his hands. Option, pitch, right side. That's to Bryson Washington, and he's got a first down to the 32-yard line. So that's 8 yards on that carry. First down Bears. They've reached the Arizona 32.
Yeah, really just a traditional option play to the right, and executed really well and pick up a first down, 1st and 10. Well done.
Opening possession of the game. Sawyer Robertson fakes it, pitch it. Coming around is Cole Wilson to the left side looking for a block, and he fumbled the ball. It goes out of bounds. I think Baylor will maintain possession. Cole Wilson got to the, let's see where they're going to mark it out of bounds, the 33, so a loss of a yard on the play. But the Bears do maintain possession. Let's go down to Ricky.
Hey, guys, a good block by Michael Trigg to open that up. I'm not so sure that Cole Wilson, if he doesn't cut inside on that one goes a long way, but still. Good pickup, fumble, luckily out of bounds with the ball.
And at the actually at the 28-yard line, so that was a 5-yard pickup on the play. 2nd and 5 for the Bears. 2 receivers left and right. 2nd and 5 for Baylor. They're at the Arizona 28. Pass left side, caught by Trigg. Trigg pushes things forward. He'll be close to the first down marker at the 22. Let's see where they spot it. First catch of the day for the John Mackey Award semifinalists. Best tight end in the country, Michael Trigg.
Really good pitch and catch right there by Sawyer and Trigg, recognizing the blitz.
2 yards short, 3rd down and 2. Hand off to Caden Knighton. He is trapped and an ankle tackle. He can't shake. No gain on the play, so 4th down and 2 for the Bears from the 24.
Yeah, he had one guy to miss there, and I couldn't tell if the interior lineman slipped the block or Sawyer just misread the play right there. But McKnight making a good shoestring tackle and holding on while Caden tries to break free for the first.
Bears going to go for it. 4th down and 2. Robertson fakes the handoff, looking to throw to the end zone. It is incomplete, but a flag at the goal line. So it looks like pass interference is coming. Dalton Johnson, the senior safety out of Katy High School, was on pass defense. He goes holding both palms to the sky, saying, "Who me?" Ricky, how'd you see that one?
Yeah, I think they had to call that. He was all over Porter, pushing him. Actually had a hold of him at the 5-yard line.
First down.
And continued contact. Never turned and looked for the ball. That's the key, guys. He never turned around and looked for the ball. Obviously contact well before the ball was there.
Yeah, it's a really, really good call, and what we like to say, short and on is better than long. If that ball is out in front, there's no PI, but because it was just a hair short, Jaden Porter didn't have a chance to make that catch.
So it's 1st and goal for the Bears at the 9-yard line against Arizona. They convert on 4th and 2 via the penalty. 2 receivers left and right. Robertson passes right side, end zone, caught, touchdown Baylor. Josh Cameron with the touchdown catch. He had 2 last week. He's got 1 on the first drive of the day today, and the Bears grab the early lead over the Arizona Wildcats.
Really great throw and catch. Just throwing a back shoulder throw to the back part of the end zone. There's no shot. Like, Arizona has no chance against Josh Cameron on that throw and catch when it's put in the right spot, and they're playing off. It's an easy release for Josh Cameron there on the fade route. Great execution.
Here's the try for extra point. Connor Hawkins puts it on the board out of the hold of Palmer Williams. Dylan Schaub, the deep snapper, and the Bears win the toss, take the ball, and drive it down the field 75 yards for the score. Baylor jumps to a 7-0 lead on Arizona on the road to start this game today. Ricky, we wanted a quick start. That's a quick start.
Yeah, it was. And remember, guys, that was really into this wind, directly into it. Obviously, if you take the ball, they're going to kick with the wind at their back. What a huge drive. If you take the chance to take that ball on the opening kickoff, you better do something with it, and the Bears did. Remember the same against UCF. Took the ball, went down, scored, then scored again quickly after that, and ended up winning that game 30-3.
Ricky, talk about one thing I noticed here is a lot of these corners are playing soft. They're not press man, which we have seen a lot of. How much easier is it that for our receivers to get off and run their routes, which it seems like they're doing really well today?
Well, it's a lot easier. It's a lot easier to get off the ball. Of course, when you've got that man, there's also a chance you're going to go over the top and get the big play. But as long as they're playing off like this, you're going to see more of the plays like you saw to Josh Cameron on the first play of the football game. And that's dangerous. If you get Josh at 220 pounds downfield, it's going to be a long day for this Arizona secondary.
All right, here's the kickoff by Baylor. Fair catch called for, taken at the 1 yard line, so that'll bring it out to the 25. Javen Watley is back there to receive the kick. So Arizona getting ready for their first possession of the day. That Baylor defense is going out there. And the Bears with a 7-0 lead following a 9-play, 75-yard scoring drive. 2:55 off the clock as the Bears grab the lead here on the road with 12:05 to play in the first quarter. Noah Fafita is the veteran quarterback for Arizona. Redshirt junior out of Huntington Beach, California. Their career touchdowns leader. 68 of them in his career. He passed that mark last week. Takes the snap, pitches right side. Running right, not much there. A couple of yards and no more. Ishmael Mahdi out of Murphy, Texas, a transfer from Texas State. He's the man that took the pitch from the backfield. Not a big guy, 5'9", 184 pounds, but their leading rusher on the year. 2-yard gain to the 27.
Keaton Thomas did a really good job sealing the edge there and forcing the running back inside.
2nd and 8, handoff again. Nice hole on the right side. He bursts through to the 34-yard line, 33. So they're going to be 2 yards short. Here comes 3rd down and 2 coming up for Arizona. Little tempo, hand it off again. 1st down and more. Watch out at the 40 to the 45 and down at the 48-yard line. Had a flashback to some of those big rushing touchdown runs by Utah last week, but the Bears did get him on the ground, actually at the 47.
Yeah, I mean, that's 3 straight run plays for Arizona to start this game, and they've picked up almost, 20, 30 yards. And they found something they like on film, and they're exploiting it right now.
Setting up on the big A at midfield here in the stadium. Fafita fakes the handoff pass over the middle, is caught at the Baylor 40-yard line. Tackled right there. With the grab is Chris Hudson. Hudson, the senior from Compton, Colorado. He had a big game last week, 8 catches for 123 yards in their win at Cincinnati. And a 1st down at the Baylor 39 is where it's spotted. Back to the ground game, handed off, running. No, he faked the handoff. Pretty good fake. And Fafita keeps it to the 36. So a 3-yard gain on that carry.
Yeah, which typically you don't see Fafita run a ton. And that was a designed run right there, and he pulled it based on what he saw. But once again, they've had an up-tempo to this drive. I mean, there's not a lot of breathing room in between plays.
2nd down and 7 from the 36 for Arizona, trailing Baylor 7-0. 3 down linemen for the Bears defensively. Includes Jackie Marshall in there, Matthew Fobbs-White. Snap back to Fafita. Stands in, throws over the middle, and a leaping grab is made for the catch. Again, Chris Hudson with the catch, and a flag is down on the play.
It's offsides on us, John.
That hand clap kind of pulled us off, didn't it?
Yeah, we were coming to blitz off the
Offside, defense, number 16. That penalty is declined. Result of play, 1st down.
Yeah, they did the hard count. Noah got to see that we're bringing a blitz, and then he did another hard count, which is what we got called on right there. And they still converted on 1st and 10 now from the 28-yard line.
It's Cravon Barrett, our referee. 1st and 10, Arizona. They've reached the Baylor 28. 7-0 Bears, 9:20 on the clock, first quarter. Snap back to Fafita, fakes a handoff, passes, left side. Running at the 25, the 20, and out of bounds on the near sideline. Devin Bobby ran him out of bounds. That was a completion to Ishmael Mahdi out of the backfield. That's another first down.
Yeah, just a little run play to the right, but you fake it and then slip the little flat screen to the left, and he's wide open with plenty of room to run, and easy first down for a pitch and catch. And I expected to see more deep balls by Noah, and they're really taking what the defense gave them, lots of runs and lots of underneath throws.
Pretty good sleight of hand by the quarterback, Fafita, for Arizona. 2 claps of the hand, takes the snap, stands in, fires for the end zone. Behind the receiver, he jumps, but it's incomplete. Incomplete in the end zone. LeVar Thornton was there on pass defense for Baylor. So it's 2nd and 10 for the Wildcats. They've got the ball at the Baylor 17-yard line. Baylor leads it 7-0.
Yeah, Noah is actually pretty lucky right there. If that ball's really on the numbers and lower, I think it may have been an interception. But because it was high, no one could get to it but one hand by the Arizona receiver.
2 receivers right, 1 to the left side, tight end in a slot to the right side. Fafita takes the snap, gonna run to the left side, spins away from 1 tackle and then down hard at the 15-yard line. Kyler Jordan got the tackle. We visited with him on the pregame show. So a 2-yard gain on that play to the 15. Ricky, it's 3rd down and 8.
Yeah, big play here, 3rd and 8 from the 15. You would like to force them to a field goal. If you hold them no gain, 4th and 8, they will probably kick this thing.
So here we go, 3rd down and 8 from the 15 for Arizona. Man goes in motion left to right, now sets up in the backfield. Fafita, a long snap count, 3 receivers right for the Wildcats. 3rd and 8 play, pressure's coming. Fafita to the end zone, he overthrew, but a flag is down.
It's going to be pass interference on us. We hooked the receiver. He came in on a post and then cornered it, and we hooked him as he turned on the corner.
That pressure really forced Fafita.
Defense, number 25. The ball will be placed at the 2-yard line. Automatic first down.
I think the pressure made Fafita throw it quicker than he wanted to, but then the penalty, and Arizona benefits from a pass interference call deep in the Baylor territory, just like Baylor did on their scoring drive.
Yeah, and we did exactly what we wanted. And again, you don't have to get sacks, but if you can speed the clock up, it helps, and we did. But unfortunately, in the secondary, we hurt ourselves.
It's like Kedrick Ricino is in at tailback. He gets the handoff. Ricino off left tackle and into the end zone. After the penalty, it was 1st and goal at the 2 for Arizona. They only need 1 more play to punch it in, and they're an extra point away from tying the game with 7:46 to play in the first quarter. Let's go down to Ricky.
Yeah, that one's a shame. The pressure on the quarterback on 3rd down. Fafita let that ball go early. There's no way the receiver could have gotten to it. Of course, Thornton didn't know that. He hooked him. It was a good call. But if no contact there, that's no catch, and you're 4th and 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fafita was just throwing that ball away. He was making the smart play, and fortunately, it paid dividends.
Kicker is Michael Salgado Medina, and he adds the extra point, and with 7:46 to play in the first quarter, both teams have scored on their first possessions of the day. It's Baylor 7, Arizona 7. You're listening to Baylor Big 12 football on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Hi, Jan from Toyota here to let you know that Toyotathon is on. And what better way to get in the spirit of the season than with a
Right back, John.
Toyota, like RAV4, Grand Highlander, and Corolla Cross. But to really get in the spirit, let's sing about it. So without further ado, driving through the snow in a new RAV4, hooray! To the slopes we go in a Highlander for a ski day. A Camry to get hot cocoa, tubing with a Tundra makes the kids go loco. Oh, what fun it is to make holiday wishes come true. Toyotathon, Toyotathon, Toyotathon is on. Oh, what fun it is to drive a new Toyota today. Hey!
Dealer inventory may vary. Current offers on these vehicles end December 1st. Offers are subject to change throughout Toyotathon, which ends on January 5th. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Toyota, let's go places. During Toyotathon, qualified buyers can get 2.99% APR financing for 72 months on a rugged new 2026 Tundra. Offer available in select states only.
Premier ER and Urgent Care has all the convenience of urgent care with all the expertise of an ER, all under one roof. At every visit, be seen by ER-trained staff with on-site lab and CT, X-ray, ultrasound, and EKG. Here, you pay for the appropriate level of care that you receive, and we are in-network with most major insurance providers. Premier ER and Urgent Care has 4 convenient locations serving Texas: San Marcos, Temple, Waco, and Woodway. To learn more, visit www.premier.care.
Serving Texas since 2007, Magnolia Realty is a full-service brokerage led by expert industry knowledge and a commitment to community. With kindness and integrity at the forefront, every agent is equipped to help you navigate the market and make the real estate journey your own. Whether buying or selling, feel supported with an award-winning agent at your side from first offer to contract and close. Magnolia Realty serves cities including Waco, Dallas, Fort Worth, Austin, San Antonio, Temple. Learn more at magnoliarealty.com.
You're listening to Baylor Football on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
That first drive of the day brought to you by Baylor Scott & White, Southwest Sports Medicine and Orthopedics. From injury prevention to enhanced recovery, team up with us to get back in the game. Our good friend Mike Sims over there at Baylor Scott & White, Southwest Sports Medicine and Orthopedics. Dr. David Haynes along on this trip to Tucson. Scoring drive by Arizona, 10 plays, 75 yards, 4:19 clock time. Both teams have scored on their first possessions of the day. It's a 7-7 game as Arizona gets set to kick it off back to Baylor. Ricky, you mentioned it. Unfortunate that pass interference call, which might have limited Arizona to a field goal instead of the touchdown.
Yeah, I think so. 4th and 8. I don't think there's any way Arizona chances that. They kick. You're 7-3 instead of tied. Great pressure on Fafita. He was throwing that ball away, which is even harder to take a pass interference call.
Kick is away. I think that wind showing itself. The kickoff out the back of the end zone. So Baylor will take it at their own 25 and set up shop there in a 7-7 game. First or second possession of the first quarter by the Baylor offense. Remember, no Ashton Hawkins for the first half of this game today. He was ejected from the game against Utah in the second half. He has to sit out the first half today. Will be back in the second half. All right, here come the Bears, all white on the road, traveling left to right. Snap back to Sawyer Robertson, gives to Bryson Washington. He is hit hard, spun around and down just across the 30-yard line. So a tough, bruising 5-yard run by Bryson Washington, the sophomore from Franklin. Little tempo by Baylor, give to Washington again. One man grabs him. Usually one man can't get him down. This time he does. He's out to the 33, so 2 yards short of the first down marker.
Boy, and John, if he gets through that one man right there, he's got a safety, and it's nothing but him and the safety. So close to busting that.
Instead, it's 3rd down and 2 for the Bears from their own 33. 3 receivers left. Now man comes in motion. That's Trigg. Fake the handoff. And a keep by Robertson. He dives for the 35, and he's got the first down. How about the keeper there, Nick, by Sawyer Robertson?
Yeah, he pulled the ball. We've talked about wanting to see him run all year, and he does it there, which I thought he handed it at first, but then did a good job of just getting north and south, lowering his shoulder, and picking up a first down.
First down Bears just across their own 35-yard line. 3 receivers left, 1 right. Handoff Bryson Washington up the middle. There's 6 yards on that carry. I tell you, some pretty good chunk runs there, 5-6 yards, almost every carry by Washington.
Yeah, the big boys up front are doing a really good job creating some lanes, and it's the edge guys kind of crashing in, and they're the ones getting to Bryson. And I think he's going to break one before the day's done. He's so close already on these first 2 drives.
2nd down and 4 for the Bears from the 41. 7-7 game, first quarter. Give the ball to Michael Turner just on for the first time today. Turner hits the hole in the middle, a couple of yards to the 43. I think, Nick, they're seeing what you saw with a couple of defensive ends, regular defensive ends out for Arizona today. Malachi Bailey and Dominic Lalesio bringing linebackers up there and maybe providing some opportunities in the run game.
Yeah, absolutely right.
3rd down and 2 for Baylor now from the 43. Give to Turner again. He's got the first down up the middle. He's to the 46-yard line. Ricky, the Bears are pounding it on the ground here to start.
Yeah, you sure like to see that, because if you're running the ball like this, you're going to hit some big plays outside. That takes so much pressure off Sawyer throwing the football, and you'll see some big plays outside if you keep running the ball like this.
First down, Bears moving the chains. They're out to the 46. 5:03 on the clock, first quarter, 7-7 game. Robertson to throw, left flat. It is caught. Taking a hard hit. Is that Jaden Porter who makes the catch and holds on to it? Man, the Lorena High School product was stood up and took a shot, but held on to the ball for an 8-yard gain.
Yeah, Max Harris delivered a blow right there as he was coming back to that ball across the middle of the field.
Second down and 2 for the Bears from the 46 of Arizona. Give to Michael Turner. He spins, and he's got just enough for a first down at the Arizona 44.
Yeah, we've got to be able to run the ball today. Arizona is really leaving the middle of the field open. Their backers, they got a 4-man front, and then they're taking 2 backers and kind of spreading them out wide to where the middle of the field is open. And if we can continue to get these 4- and 5-yard chunks, it's going to wear them down, and eventually they're going to have to adjust, which then opens up the pass game downfield.
4-minute mark, first quarter, 7-7 game. Bears have a new set of downs at the Arizona 44. Man in motion left to right is Trigg. Here's Robertson, time in the pocket. Passes left side, he overshot his man. Cole Wilson, the intended receiver, incomplete. So they took a shot there. It'll be 2nd and 10 for Baylor from the Arizona 44.
Yeah, really nothing there for Cole Wilson. The safety's dropping pretty deep, so he really had 2 guys over top. Really a throwaway by Sawyer right there, just throwing it as far as he can where no one can get it. Now you're 2nd and 10, got to pick up some chunks here.
Ricky corrects me, that was Taz Williams, the intended receiver, the freshman from Red Oak. Taz maybe some snaps here in the first half with Ashton Hawkins not available. Here's the snap, pass down the line to Josh Cameron. He is down, and the ball popped out at the end of the run there at the 42, but was he down? Or has Arizona created the takeaway? Now they're spotting the ball down. Ricky, it looks like it's going to stay with Baylor.
Put it on the field was forward progress, 3rd down.
Yeah, if it's forward progress, I'm not sure they can review that.
No, that's a break for us. I think he literally stripped it right out of Josh's hands.
Ooh.
That's a big break right there.
Traden Stukes is the guy that came away with it, the free safety. But it's going to stay with Baylor at the 42. But a big 3rd down play. 3rd and 8 for the Bears from the Arizona 42. 7-7 game. Wilson in motion. Pass to Wilson, left side. Can't get between 2 guys. There were 2 defenders there. He was trying to cut right between them. Instead, they both had shots at him, and he's down at the 40. So only a 2-yard gain on the play. It is 4th down and 6. 4th down and 6 for the Bears.
They're going for it.
Looks like they'll go for it from the Arizona 40-yard line.
I think it's the right call right here to go for it. Pick up 6 yards, make it count, that forward progress being stopped.
Here we go, 4th down and 6 for Baylor from the Arizona 40. Arizona jumps off sides. Play continues. Robertson passes near sideline, incomplete. Knocked out of the hands of Josh Cameron. But the Bears, we think, will pick up 5 yards there and try it again on 4th and 1.
Yeah, definitely a free play. You wish you could have converted on it, but you'll take it nonetheless.
Offside, defense, number 7, 5-yard penalty, 4th down.
It's the voice of Cravon Barrett, our referee today of this Big 12 crew. So move it forward 5 yards to the 35, and it's 4th down and 1 for the Bears. 4th and 1. Much more manageable on 4th down. Now an empty backfield. Sawyer Robertson is there. 3 receivers right, 2 to the left side. Kloffenstein comes in motion. And Sawyer will keep, stretches the ball, reaches it out like the goal line. Man, wow, they're going to say that's a first down. Ricky, it was like he had reached the goal line and he reached the ball forward, and that's where they're going to spot it.
Yeah, I really thought he was short there, but he reached the ball out, which was very smart, because otherwise he was going to be a full yard short.
What a play. What a headsy play right there by Sawyer to get that first down.
So the Bears are 2 of 2 on 4th down conversions today. New set of downs here. Robertson passes slant to Trigg. He's got it. He's down at the 18-yard line. Michael Trigg, his second catch here in the first quarter, which has 1:58 remaining. Baylor has their drive alive. They're in the HEB red zone at the 19-yard line. 2025 Baylor football season presented by HEB. First down play, pass to Cameron down the line, bumped out of bounds just inside the 15. They'll spot it at the 13.5.
Yeah, again, that's the same play that Baylor opened the game with, just a little hitch screen to Josh to the right side of the field and picks up an easy 5 yards, 6 yards on first down to get it to 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 for the Bears, as Nick said, from the 13.5, traveling left to right. 7-7 our score, first quarter. This is Baylor's second possession of the quarter. Arizona's had just one. Snap back to Robertson, looks right, left, over the middle, pass, incomplete at the 5. Kind of skipped in there. Stukes on pass defense for Arizona.
Yeah, Sawyer wants that back. That throw was right there, and it was open, and he just threw it a little low and in front and didn't give his receiver much of a chance right there. So now a big 3rd and 4. Ricky, what are you seeing?
Well, that was a corner blitz. Dansby was coming untouched into Sawyer's face. I think that may have affected that throw.
Ooh. Good note, Kobe Prentice was the intended receiver. Here's 3rd down and 5 for the Bears from the 14. Trigg in motion. Pass left side. That is caught by Jaden Porter. He's to the 6-yard line. That's a first down for the Bears.
Wow, what incredible blocking by the receivers right there. Another hitch screen to the trip side of the field this time and picks up 2 huge blocks. And then Jaden Porter, acting like he's been playing a lot of reps, picks up the first down. Good little spin move to guarantee movement of those chains, and now 1st and goal.
So 1st and goal for the Bears from the 6. Final minute, first quarter. Robertson to throw to the end zone. Incomplete, but a flag is down. Trigg, the intended receiver. He was jousting with Dalton Johnson, and looks like it could be defensive pass interference. Ricky, how'd you see it?
Well, it's clearly defensive pass interference, and I'll tell you the other thing.
Pass interference, defense, number 43. The ball will be placed at the 2-yard line, automatic, first down.
Very smart play by Sawyer Robinson. He saw that Trigg was being held. No way he could get to the ball, so Sawyer just throws it up beyond him where no one can catch it. Wow. That's a smart play.
Really smart. So with the penalty, it's 1st and goal at the 2 for the Bears with 45 seconds to go in the first quarter. Baylor looking to regain the lead over the Wildcats. Snap back to Robertson, fakes the handoff. Robertson stretches for the goal line, and he's in. Touchdown, Baylor. Sawyer Robertson covers the final 2 yards, gets up and pats the helmet of his offensive lineman, Ryan Lingell, who cleared the way. Baylor goes up 13-7 on Arizona.
What a great drive. And, man, when you look back, that fumble that was not a fumble because forward progress stops, we made them pay for that.
Ooh.
Huge, huge turn of events right there.
So here comes the try for extra point with 40 seconds on the clock in the first quarter.
To see if the runner made.
All right, they're going to look at this one. Ricky, you are a lot closer to it than we are. Any question in your mind he broke the plane?
A lot of traffic between me and where Sawyer was, but I think he definitely broke the plane at some point. It's just a matter if they're going to say knee down or progress stopped. We got fortunate with progress stopped once, guys.
All right, so they're taking a look at it here, and we do have a monitor in our booth. We can check on that.
Gentlemen, you think about that pass interference, honestly very similar to what our defense did with Arizona's offense in the end zone. And Trigg ran a stop, and then he spun to the outside to the fade route, and it was on that spin that he got grabbed. And Sawyer doing a good job just throwing it out of the back of the end zone just like Fafita did. And turns into a pass interference and ball placed on the 2-yard line, 3-yard line?
2, yeah. Well, a couple of veteran quarterbacks who, as Ricky pointed out, kind of saw that developing and threw the ball that direction and got the penalty call. Tell you what they're looking at here. Tell you what they're looking at is, and we see it in slow motion, was Sawyer Robertson's right knee down before the ball broke the plane. And it looks really, really close.
Got to be able to overturn it, though.
That's true. Call on the field is in Baylor's favor, and it was called initially a touchdown. So they're taking a long look at it. Score right now stands 13-7 Baylor, pending this review with 40 seconds on the clock here in the first quarter. How about the offensive start? Well, here's our referee.
After review, the ruling on the field of a touchdown is upheld.
Good call.
Attaboy.
You saw it like I saw it.
That's right. So touchdown Baylor on the Sawyer Robertson 2-yard touchdown run. Caps a 17-play, 75-yard drive. How about that? 17 plays, 7:06 off the clock here in the first quarter, which has 40 seconds to play. Baylor's had 2 possessions. They've scored 2 touchdowns. Arizona's had 1, and they've scored a touchdown. Here's the try for extra point. Connor Hawkins puts it on the board for the Bears. And with 40 seconds to play in the first quarter, it's Baylor 14, Arizona 7. You're listening to Baylor Big 12 football on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
When life gets complicated, Butts Law Firm is your stop for a wide range of legal needs.
That was a thing of beauty.
Documents such as a will, trust, or guardianship, or the receiver to handle personal or business assets management and disposal, consumer protection, family-related legal matters, or various business-related issues. We are your community firm. Whether you're planning for the future, navigating a probate, or managing a business, our experienced team is ready to guide you every step of the way. Trust us to provide the legal support you need. Call today, 406-641-BUTZ. That's 406-641-2889. Or come by the Waxahachie office at 301 South Rogers Street, Suite 202, downtown Waxahachie. Come see the difference having a trusted attorney by your side can make, because at Butts Law Firm, your legal rights are our business.
This season, Bobcat of Waco is proud to partner with the Baylor mascots to bring you a winning lineup. Just like the Bears on the field, Bobcat machines deliver unstoppable strength, speed, and toughness. And right now, you can score big with 0% financing or cash rebates on the hardest working equipment in Texas. Visit us at 16595 North I-35 in Elmont, Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. or online 24/7 at bobcatcce.com. Don't sit on the sidelines. Gear up with Bobcat of Waco, and let's make this season one to remember. Sic 'em Bears.
Jeff Haas Mazda and the Baylor Bears both know what it takes to be number one. Hard work, determination, commitment. The number one Mazda dealer in Texas, Jeff Haas Mazda, is inviting all the Baylor Bear fans listening to visit us for hard-hitting deals on every new Mazda in stock, with fresh inventory hitting the ground daily. And every new...
I was thinking the same thing. Yeah.
It's more than ever. All makes and models. Get our best cash offer in minutes. Jeff Haas Mazda on the Katy Freeway.
Number one based on 2021 sales and stock volume and a Gulf region.
You're listening to Baylor Football on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
How about a 17-play, 75-yard scoring drive by Baylor? 7 minutes, 6 seconds off the clock, culminating with the 2-yard touchdown run by Sawyer Robertson. Bears regain the lead 14-7 over Arizona. That is Moving the Chains, brought to you by Central Transportation. Moving as a bear, let Central Transportation Systems cage that bear and leave it to the professionals to handle all your moving and storage needs. Whether you're moving to Houston or Dallas or Tucson, Arizona, Central Transportation Systems can pack and move your home and give you the ultimate moving experience. Give them a call at 254-256-2577 today. Here's the kickoff by Baylor. It'll be returned out from a yard deep, hit at the 16-yard line and down right there. Wow, how about that coverage? Nick, who was that with the kick coverage? Caleb Burns for Baylor. Almost a one-on-one tackle, wasn't it?
It was incredible. I thought he was going to miss it, and he overran it and squared the guy up. Really good job. He'll think twice now about taking that kickoff from the goal line.
It's Tay Brown who took a fair catch. First time he took the kickoff, first one at the 1-yard line. This one he returned and only gets out to the 18. So that's where Arizona will take over. 34 seconds to go. First quarter, Baylor leading 14-7. Noah Fafita will take the snap, hand it off, running left side. Across the 20 to the 21. 3-yard gain on the play. That is Ishmael Mahdi with the carry.
Yeah, not a ton there. Good job defensively limiting it to 3 yards, and Arizona going much slower on this drive, but I think that's because they're going to be just fine letting the rest of the first quarter run out and head to the break.
They absolutely are. They were playing with some tempo their first possession. This one they let the clock wind down, and that is the end of the first quarter here in Tucson.
That is the end of the first quarter.
Thank you, sir, for confirming that. Our score, Baylor 14, Arizona 7. Our coverage continues after this word from your local station.
Baylor Nation rolls along with Alan Samuel.
All right, we'll have an extra break for the second quarter.
Winning service.
Yeah, it'll work out great. We always need one.
Our new and used lineup from cars, trucks to SUVs, all makes and models. Running a business, we're your Central Texas headquarters for ProMaster vans, cab, and chassis and work trucks. For power and comfort, test drive the Ram 1500, the Motor Trend Truck of the Year. Again, Alan Samuels in Waco, proud partner of Baylor Athletics.
Come by, let's be friends. If you're stuck in a high auto loan rate, it's time to call an Audible.
Hi, I'm Joe Betsy Tyler with First Central. When it comes to your auto loan, you don't have to stay in a bad formation. Call the right play. Refinance with First Central and get a lower rate, fast approvals, and a team that knows how to win local.
Visit firstcentralcu.com and apply today.
First Central Credit Union. Everything we do for you.
Membership and loan policy requirements apply. Member NCUA.
This season, when Baylor scores a touchdown, raise your bear claws and swipe a free 10-piece Chicken McNuggets the next day on the McDonald's app with the purchase of $2 or more. Run it, throw it, however they reach the end zone, your taste buds do the touchdown dance. So sick 'em, Bears, and sick your free Chicken McNuggets only at McDonald's. Offer valid only on the day after Baylor scores a touchdown at participating McDonald's. Minimum purchase of $2 required. Excludes tax. Must opt into rewards.
Baylor fans, ready to keep it cool this season? Ice and Easy delivers premium ice lightning fast. From tailgates to restaurants, construction sites, concerts, and races, Ice and Easy has you covered. Game day or work day, keep your drinks cold and your spirits bold. Ice and Easy, we deliver, you chill. Proud supporter of the Baylor Bears.
You're listening to Baylor Football on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Second quarter here in Tucson, 14-7 Baylor lead. Those first two Baylor touchdowns today brought to you by McDonald's. McDonald's, a proud partner of Baylor Athletics. Nick Florence, how about some first quarter stats?
Absolutely. Total yards, Baylor Bears 126 in the first quarter. 84 of those through the air and 42 on the ground. Arizona State, 65 total yards, 33 through the air and 32 on the ground. Very balanced, and again, they've had one less possession than the Bears have. Baylor's 3 for 5 on third down, 1 for 1 on fourth down. Sawyer, very efficient to start this game, 9 of 11, 84 yards and a touchdown. Bryson Washington, 27 yards on the ground on 5 carries. And then Josh Cameron, 4 catches, 46 yards and a touchdown, leading the way receiving. So really, really good job. Noah Fafita, 3 for 4, 33 yards in that first quarter. And then Mahdi on 4 carries, 25 yards. And then Hudson, two catches, 22 yards through receiving. So pretty balanced and even with our one extra possession. And let's see what the defense can do to start this second quarter.
Switch ends, Arizona. Now traveling left to right. They've got the ball at the 21-yard line, 2nd down and 7. First play of the second quarter. Fafita fakes the handoff, passes near sideline. That is Hudson again, really battling over there, and he makes the catch on the near sideline.
Honestly, really good coverage and got our eyes around and swatted at the ball. We just missed, and it went right underneath our arm into the receiver's stomach. So I'll take that coverage all day long.
Reggie Bowman on coverage
is under further review.
All right, how about another review here?
Yeah, I'm wondering if they're seeing if it's bobbling that ball before he landed out of bounds. I think the receiver was actually surprised that ball got through and into his stomach.
Well, we got to look at the replay. I tell you, unless he's bobbling it, that's a catch. So I think you're right. I think that's what he's looking at. 14-7 Baylor leads, second quarter, just getting going in the second quarter.
Yeah, Reggie Bush, honestly, he can't play that any better other than when he swipes, he hits the ball, you know. Really tight coverage, really good coverage.
Still looking at it. Looking at it longer than I thought they would, actually, but we'll see how that plays out.
Chris Hudson on the catch there, and again, I think he was surprised the ball hit him. I don't think he was ready for that with the coverage that Bush had.
After review, the ruling on the field of a catch has been upheld. First down.
All right, so a catch out to the 37-yard line. First down for Arizona from there. 14-7, Bears on top. Wildcats just their second possession of the first half here, and we're early in the second quarter. They scored on a 75-yard touchdown drive, their first possession today. From the 37, 1st and 10 for the Wildcats, traveling left to right, empty backfield around quarterback Noah Fafita. Fafita looks right, looks center, rolls right, passes right sideline. It's incomplete. Let him out of bounds a little bit. Went back to the well there to Chris Hudson, who was covered well again by Reggie Bush, but the pass was clearly out of bounds.
And really good job by Jackie Marshall to put the pressure on Fafita. And then he let up. He was about to lunge to hit. Noah throws the ball, and he backs off, and Noah actually flops a little bit. So really good restraint and discipline by Jackie Marshall.
2nd and 10 from the 37. Empty backfield again. Fafita, slant, left side. This one is caught. Pulled down at the 49-yard line is Chris Hunter. Hunter, the 6'1 junior receiver from New Orleans. And that'll give Arizona a first down at their own 49.
Yeah, we brought the house there, and it was really just man coverage, and they won.
A little bit of tempo. Snap the ball. Fafita going deep. Down the seam to the left side. Baylor makes a dive at it. Can't get it. He overshot Chris Hunter. And the Baylor defensive back, who was that, LeVar Thornton?
Yep.
Actually had the best opportunity to come away with a pick.
Yeah, really good job by Thornton running deep there. And this is what we expected more of from Arizona, is these deep balls down the field, and you're seeing a few of them now. Got to get some more pressure. Fafita had a lot of time on that play to let things develop.
So the incompletion, 2nd and 10 for the Wildcats from their own 49-yard line. Baylor leads 14-7 over Arizona. 4 down linemen defensively for Baylor. Run it up the middle, and he's through. Ishmael Mahdi to the Baylor 40 to the 38-yard line. Got through that initial front line, and Mahdi all the way to the 38 for a first down.
Yeah, that's not how you want to play that down after giving up keeping them on an incompletion on a deep ball just to turn around and let them hand it for an easy run up the middle for 13 yards.
And another first down for Arizona. Mahdi, one of the seniors, 28 of them on senior day. Here's Fafita, pressured, spins, rolls left, still has the ball, comes back, passes the ball. It's caught at the 30-yard line. They'll give him forward progress to the 30, but Fafita just really extended that play. Finally found a man, Trey Spivey, who made the catch.
It is really difficult to stay in coverage and tight coverage, and you did a great job through the first half of that play, but Fafita moving the pocket, staying alive, and keeping his eyes downfield comes up with a good throw and catch.
Spivey to the 30, the Kansas State transfer, looking for the first down, handed off, and that is Kedrick Risino with the carry. It's going to be, it's short. It's not a first down on that carry, but it's within a half yard of the first down marker at the 28.
I tell you what, Jacob Redding coming downhill and meeting the running back in the hole and preventing a first down run right there was really impressive. Really, really, really good job to make it 3rd and 1 right here.
Jacob Redding, former walk-on, really has established himself in that Baylor secondary. Redding, the sophomore from New Braunfels. 3rd down, about a half a yard. Ball at the Baylor 29 for Arizona. Fafita takes the snap in the shotgun, fires it, slant, caught. That is Hudson. Baylor's chasing, and they get him at the 8-yard line. But a first down on 3rd and short. Now 1st and goal for Arizona at the 8. Let's go down to Ricky.
Now that was a great call, just man coverage on the outside. They obviously knew they were going to go for that. If they didn't get it, they were going to go for 4th and 1. That's why you throw that ball. Big play by Arizona. Good call. 1st and goal at the Bears 8.
21 yards on the completion. Now 1st and goal for Arizona, trailing 14-7. 11:20 and counting, 2nd quarter. Fafita, you can see his experience at quarterback. Takes the snap, backpedals, fires it to the 5. It is caught. Tackle made right there. That was Spivey again with the catch. Tackle was made by Tevin Williams for the Bears. So now 2nd and goal from the 5 for Arizona.
Really good disciplined form tackle right there by Tevin, staying in coverage and then not throwing himself one way or the other, but staying squared up on the receiver to make a good solid form tackle and prevent any further yards.
2nd down and goal for Arizona. One back in the backfield is Ricino. Fafita's going to keep looking to run. He got maybe a yard. He stood up and pushed backwards. Well, I say that, Ricky, he didn't even get a yard, did he?
No, he didn't. That was great defense. That was a call that can really hurt you and has hurt the Bears all year long, the quarterback counter. Excellent defense there, no gain. 3rd and 5, guys, 3rd and goal.
Big play here, 3rd down and goal from the 5-yard line. That entire defensive front stood up and pushed Fafita back. Again, not a big guy, 5'10", 195 pounds. No gain on that last carry. Here it is, 3rd down and goal from the 5 for Arizona, trailing Baylor 14-7. Hudson in motion, starts, stops, goes again. Fafita passes to Hudson. He is hit as the ball gets there, and he's down at the 2. Great timing on that hit. Hudson made the catch, and was it Devin Bobby that timed the hit perfectly?
Incredible job and execution defensively, and really that's a play that's made during the week in film and recognition of the motion, the down and distance, what they're trying to do there. And it looks like Arizona's going to go for it on 4th and goal from the 2-yard line. This can be a really pivotal play and big play in the outcome of this game right now. Can the defense bow up, or should we say bear down right now? Sick 'em.
Here we go. 4th and goal from the 2. Fafita backpedals. He's looking to throw for the end zone. It is caught. Touchdown, Arizona. Chris Hudson made the catch on 4th down and goal from the 2. Fafita hits Hudson, and Arizona is an extra point away from tying the game. Let's go down to Ricky.
Guys, I couldn't tell the angle, but it looks like that ball went right through Reggie Bush. He swiped at it. Not sure if he was between the receiver and the ball, but it looks like he had a shot at it. I think we may get unsportsmanlike conduct on Arizona on this one after the play.
Ruling on the field is a touchdown. After the play is over, unsportsmanlike conduct, offense, number 4. That penalty will be enforced on the kickoff. That is number 4's first unsportsmanlike conduct of the game.
That's big.
That is big. I didn't see all that happened. I saw him with his helmet off pretty quickly, so I think he ripped off his helmet to celebrate.
What we're also not talking about here is there was an obvious offensive holding call on this play on Reed. And really, I mean, if you're watching the game, well, they kicked the extra point here, and it looks like it's good. If you're watching this game, all of the Baylor fans are saying, what in the world? How did the ref not call that?
Wow.
Had the guy almost wrapped around from behind, and no call right as Fafita's making that throw. So really should have been a 4th and 12 and Arizona should be kicking a field goal instead of an extra point.
Wow. The extra point by Michael Salgado Medina is good, capping a 13-play, 82-yard scoring drive by Arizona. 6:35 off the clock. It ties the game. With 8:59 to play in the second quarter, it's Baylor 14, Arizona 14 on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Hi, I'm Jim Turner at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. As we celebrate our 10th year anniversary, I want to say thank you to all of our customers. Our dealership is more than a business to me. That's why when you come see us for a reliable new Chevy or award-winning service, we treat you like family. Come see our new collision center, now open to serve you even better for many years to come. Enjoy the game, then come see us at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. Together, let's drive.
Are you tired of slow internet? Are data caps and throttling making it impossible to stream your favorite shows and movies? If so, it sounds like it's time to switch to Nextlink Internet. With Nextlink, there are no data caps and no throttling, just super fast internet speeds, up to 1 gig over wireless in some areas. Plus, Nextlink is an official partner of Baylor Athletics. So don't wait another minute. Give Nextlink a call or go online to nextlinkinternet.com to see what special offers are available to you. Blazing fast internet is just a click or phone call away. Sick 'em, Bears!
Kids can now join the Baylor Cub Club, the official kids club of Baylor Athletics, presented by Green Eye Associates. Fans 12 and under can register for the low cost of $25 and gain exclusive benefits and access to Baylor Athletics events. Members receive free admission to select events, exclusive giveaway access, and their own membership package. To register your Cub, please visit BaylorBears.com/Cub Club. Sign your Cub up today.
At Magnolia Realty, award-winning agents set the bar for professionalism and excellence. Whether you're looking to buy or sell, Magnolia's full-service brokerage will guide you through every step of the...
I was about to say, I think it may be even on the egregious cost.
Agents are fully invested in learning your story and customizing the real estate experience to suit your stage of life. Magnolia Realty has been serving cities across Texas since 2007, including Waco, Dallas, Fort Worth, Austin, San Antonio, and Temple. To get connected or learn more, visit magnoliarealty.com.
You're listening to Baylor Football on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Arizona, 6:35 time of possession, ties the game, 2 touchdowns apiece. So both teams have had 2 possessions. Both teams have scored 2 touchdowns so far. That's how we get to 14-14 with 8:59 to play in the second quarter. We're brought to you in part by H-E-B, the 2025 Baylor football season presented by H-E-B. Here, everything's better. With that unsportsmanlike penalty, Arizona kicks off from the 20. Cole Wilson takes it at the 12, to the 20, to the 30, to the 33-yard line. So the Bears going to get decent field position out of that. Again, the penalty after the touchdown on Chris Hudson. And the Bears will begin at their own 33.
Yeah, really, when you think about these 4 possessions in this game, very similar. You know, grind it out, long drives, 1 for 1, both teams on 4th down, penalties keeping drives alive, pass interference in the end zone, moving the ball on the 2-yard line. So, honestly, kind of a mirrored approach for this game so far.
Good point. Bears actually it's spotted at the 32. That's where they begin this possession. First play, handed off. Caden Knighton breaks free at the 40 and out of bounds on the far side. Boy, great job of keeping his balance, and he is out 8 yards to the 40 on the first play from scrimmage this possession.
I tell you what, Caden Knighton's first cut is unbelievable, and he is hard to bring down.
From the 40, 2nd down and 2 for the Bears, traveling right to left. Second quarter, Knighton again, first down. Into the second level and tripped up at the 46-yard line. So there's 6 more on the play. That's 14 yards total on 2 back-to-back carries by Caden Knighton, the freshman from Pauls Valley, Oklahoma. First down, Bears out to their own 46 in a 14-14 game here in Tucson, Arizona. Bears and Wildcats' first ever meeting as Big 12 rivals. Robertson takes the snap, going deep, right side, and it's incomplete. Trigg, the intended receiver on that sideline. Big target in Michael Trigg. How often do you run a guy that's listed as a tight end on that kind of route?
Not very often. He's a unique athlete and specimen. And, man, again, I think Sawyer and Trigg are looking at each other, and they want that one back. I think Trigg expected a back shoulder throw and looked pretty early, which slowed down his route, and then Sawyer threw it a little long.
2nd and 10, Baylor from their own 46. Robertson takes the snap, hands it off again. Knighton spins away from one tackle and down about the 50-yard line, so a 4-yard gain. Right to midfield. The ball spotted right at the top of the block A at midfield here at the Casino del Sol Stadium.
This is a big play right here for the Bears, and given our tendencies, if you can get this within 4th and 2, 4th and 3, it is 4th down territory. So let's see what kind of play Spavital draws up to pick up 3 or 4 yards at minimum.
On 3rd and 7, 2 receivers either side. Trigg in motion left to right. Hand off. And that's Michael Turner, and he's got a hole, and he hits it, and he's all the way to the 35-yard line. Wow, on 3rd down and 7, that is 15 yards on the carry by Michael Turner.
Again, the scheme coming into this game, they see gaps up the middle, and right there, a huge hole and a huge burst to pick up the first down.
Bears in Arizona territory again at the 35. Fake the handoff to Turner. Pass left side. Oh, just batted away. Oh, man. I thought Josh Cameron was going to stroll into the end zone, but just batted away. Ricky.
Yeah, if you watch Josh Cameron after that, he was pointing up to Sawyer saying, throw it out in front of me. I was behind him.
Yeah.
Sawyer tried the back shoulder, but the defensive back was so far behind him that the back shoulder was really impossible.
Michael Dansby, the cornerback that just got a hand on it, knocked it incomplete. 2nd down 10 for the Bears from the Arizona 35. Handoff, trying to run left, slowed up and down. Well, maybe he didn't go all the way down because he's still going. Now pushed backwards. See where they give him forward progress. Going to be about a 2-yard loss. And was there a flag late on that? I mean, Arizona.
The ref wanted to throw it, and I think he's saying the Arizona defender was flopping, but he could have thrown that. Max Harris got pushed.
Okay.
After the play by Lingell, and I think the ref decided to let it be and keep playing.
He was reaching for his flag, wasn't he? Mm-hmm. But it's 3rd down and 12 for the Bears now from the 37-yard line. Under 6 minutes to play, 2nd quarter. This Arizona crowd making noise with Baylor on offense. Stations give you a chance to identify yourselves after this play. Here's a big one, 3rd down and 12. Washington in motion. Short pass near side, Jaden Porter. It's complete, but only a gain to the 31. So a 7-yard, 6-yard pickup and an apparent field goal attempt coming up. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
From the Allen Samuels Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Studios, this is KRZI Waco, K222
I think we got a lot of momentum. I'd go for it.
K265DV Temple, ESPN Central Texas.
So 4th down and 6. Bears will not go for it. They will set up for a field goal here. Spotted at the 38. A 48-yard attempt, and the kick is no good by Connor Hawkins. Ricky, how'd he miss that one?
He pulled that wide left. I'm surprised, guys. We had gain, 4th and 6, 4th and 7. Great field position. I'm really surprised you didn't go for that one. We have a tendency on 4th downs to go. That was a time when I think you go.
So a missed field goal, first possession of the day by either team that doesn't result in a touchdown. Ball goes over to Arizona with 4:59 to play in the 2nd quarter. Bears and Wildcats tied at 14 on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
TFNB Your Bank for Life is the official local bank of Baylor Athletics. Find out why more Central Texas are making TFNB their bank for life. Sign up for our Edge checking and savings accounts to earn interest or cash back. With 5 convenient locations and an award-winning mobile app, banking has never been easier. TFNB Your Bank for Life. Member FDIC.
Premier ER and Urgent Care has all the convenience of urgent care with all the expertise of an ER, all under one roof. At every visit, be seen by ER-trained staff with on-site lab and CT, X-ray, ultrasound, and EKG. Here, you pay for the appropriate level of care that you receive, and we are in network with most major insurance providers. Premier ER and Urgent Care has 4 convenient locations serving Texas: San Marcos, Temple, Waco, and Woodway. To learn more, visit www.premier.care.
Do you want to earn points while cheering on your favorite Baylor teams? Join Baylor Bold Rewards. Track your attendance on the Baylor Sports app across athletic events and earn points towards prizes and experiences. Download the Baylor Sports app or register online today at BaylorBoldRewards.com and start earning your points today.
Do you ever scream at your screen when your 5G internet freezes? It's the worst. So why not switch to Astound? Wi-Fi that just works. With Astound Wi-Fi, you'll rage less, buffer less, and live more. Lock in gig speed Wi-Fi for just $35 a month, guaranteed for 3 years. Plus, get up to a $200 Amazon gift card. Astound Wi-Fi, it just works. Visit astound.com today.
You're listening to Baylor Football on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Brought to you in part by Baylor Scott & White Health, the official healthcare provider of Baylor Athletics. And by Toyota. Baylor fans, enter for your chance to win a Toyota Tundra or Tacoma in the Toyota Win-A-Truck Sweepstakes. Visit GulfStatesToyota.com to find out more. Toyota is a proud partner of Baylor Athletics. After the missed field goal by Baylor, a 48-yard miss, Arizona takes over at their own 31-yard line, 14-14 game. Fafita turns, hands it off to Ishmael Mahdi. Mahdi out to the 35, so a 4-yard gain on that play.
It's a really good tackle right there, trying to pick up whether the quarterback or running back's going to take it and then commit and clean, good tackle.
Here's Fafita. Passes near sideline, through the hands, incomplete. His favorite target today, Chris Hudson, could not snag that one right in front of the Baylor bench.
Yeah, got some pressure there. And again, that's where it's like if you can speed up the quarterback just by half a second, you don't make as accurate of throws as consistently. And right there, had a guy open on the comeback and just missed him because his feet weren't set. So good job to turn this into a 3rd down right here for the Bears and see if we can get off the field.
Bo Ono is in there at a linebacker spot for the Bears. Kyler Jordan up on the defensive front for Baylor. It is 3rd down and 6. Over the middle, Fafita to Hudson. He made the catch, but he stopped short. They're going to spot it at the 40. He'll be a yard short.
Spot.
That's a really good spot because that's where he caught it. That's where the receiver caught it, and then he came back under his own volition.
Yeah.
And so that really, I think, should be more likely spotted at the 38, 39-yard line. But nonetheless, it looks like Arizona's going to punt the ball here on 4th and 1.
This is another one I thought they should go.
All right, 4th down and 1 for Arizona from their 40. No hesitation. They send their punter, Isaac Lovison, out there. And Arizona's going to call a timeout before the punt. Ricky, you think they may be changing their mind?
I think they would.
I'd
be really surprised at this point if they didn't go for it. They've been moving the ball well on the ground. It's 4th and 1, which, by the way, was a terrible spot. You spot it if the receiver catches the ball and he gets knocked backwards. He ran backwards 2 yards, then got tackled. So this really should be 4th and 3. But I'm guessing Arizona State's going to come out and go for this.
Good call. All right, we'll find out after the timeout. 3:51 to play, 2nd quarter. Baylor and Arizona tied at 14. We're back after this word from Toyota.
Hi, Jan from Toyota here.
Right back, John.
Toyotathon is on! And what better way to get in the spirit of the season than with a new Toyota? Like RAV4, Grand Highlander, and Corolla Cross. But to really get in the spirit, let's sing about it. So without further ado... Driving through the snow in a new RAV4, hooray! To the slopes we go in a Highlander for a ski day. A Camry to get hot cocoa, tubing with a Tundra makes the kids go loco. Oh, what fun it is to make holiday wishes come true. Toyotathon, Toyotathon, Toyotathon is on. Oh, what fun fun it is to drive a new Toyota today. Hey!
Dealer inventory may vary. Current offers on these vehicles end December 1st. Offers are subject to change throughout Toyotathon, which ends on January 5th. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Toyota, let's go places. During Toyotathon, qualified buyers can get 2.99% APR financing for 72 months on a rugged new 2026 Tundra. Offer available in select states only.
This season, Bobcat of Waco is proud to partner with the Baylor mascots to bring you a winning lineup. Just like the Bears on the field, Bobcat machines deliver unstoppable strength, speed, and toughness. And right now, you can score big with 0% financing or cash rebates on the hardest working equipment in Texas. Visit us at 16595 North I-35 in Elmont, Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. or online 24/7 at bobcatcce.com. Don't sit on the sidelines. Gear up with Bobcat of Waco, and let's make this season one to remember. Sic 'em Bears.
Want to be the energy our Bears need? Go gold with Baylor Athletics this season and be the gold factor across each of our sports. Wear exclusive gold
They still got a punt?
from the Baylor Bookstore and the Spirit Shop at
Oh, I got you.
Go Gold dates. Stay up to date on all your golden opportunities to create an electric home atmosphere by visiting BaylorBears.com/go gold. Sic 'em Bears.
You're listening to Baylor Football. Baylor Football on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
All right, as Ricky surmised, that timeout was to think about the decision, and it appears that Arizona will not punt on 4th down and 1 from their own 40-yard line. Nick, their offense goes back out there.
Yeah, and I think it's the right move if you're Arizona, and so now our defense has to figure something out.
Here we go, 4th down and 1, empty backfield. Fafita back there alone. He's going to run it, and he's got the first down. Pretty good hole opened up right over the middle behind his center, DeCambre. And a first down, a 3-yard carry, and a first down at the 42.
Yeah, I mean, that's a tough spot, and unfortunately I can say this, but that's 2 missed calls by the refs. The spot on that play on the 3rd down and then the holding that wasn't called in their touchdown.
So first down, Wildcats. Their drive continues. Hand off to Kedrick Risino. And he's got about a half a yard. That's it. Second down, call it 2nd and 9 for Arizona from their own 43. Risino is from New Caney, Texas. Transfer from Ole Miss to Arizona. And for 94 yards and a touchdown last week, their win at Cincinnati. Final 3 minutes of the second quarter. Baylor 14, Arizona 14. Wildcats with the ball at their own 43. And in motion running circles around Fafita. Here's a pass, a slant, incomplete, but a flag is dropped.
Yeah.
Pass interference coming.
Pass interference coming, and Ricky, I don't even know if that ball was catchable. Where was it from your angle?
Pass interference.
No.
Defense, number 33. The ball will be placed at the spot of the foul. Automatic first down.
No, it clearly wasn't catchable. That's 2 that we've gotten today on balls that were not catchable. That one wasn't even close.
Hudson was the intended receiver. DJ Coleman the penalty, only the second penalty on Baylor here in the first half. This one will give Arizona a first down at their own 48-yard line with 2:44 on the clock, second quarter. In the pistol formation, a back behind quarterback Fafita in the shotgun. He'll hand it to him. Oh, he's hit hard, stood up. He won't get back to the line of scrimmage. I think that was DJ Coleman again who hit the running back.
Yeah, he came on a blitz right off the edge, untouched, and just timed it perfectly. Oh, man. I love how we're hitting today. We're doing this with some authority and enthusiasm.
Loss of a yard, 2nd and 11 now for Arizona from their 47. 2 minutes, 10 seconds to go before halftime.
They don't have
maybe
to snap
changing the play. Yeah, they're going to go to the 2-minute timeout, aren't they? Well, they did this the end of the first quarter. Now they'll let the clock get to the 2-minute timeout. And that's where we are. 2 minutes to go, second quarter.
Timeout.
Baylor 14, Arizona 14. We're back after this on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Baylor Nation rolls along with Allen Samuels Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram. Start with award-winning service and factory-trained techs. Then shop our new and used lineup from cars, trucks to SUVs, all makes and models. Running a business? We're your Central Texas headquarters for ProMaster vans, cab, and chassis and work trucks. For power and comfort, test drive the Ram 1500, the Motor Trend Truck of the Year winner again. Allen Samuels in Waco, proud partner of Baylor Athletics.
Come by. Let's be friends. There's nothing like a Baylor home game, and First Central Credit Union wants to send you.
Hi, this is Jo Betsy Tyler with First Central. We're giving away a pair of Baylor football tickets for every home game this season. It's our way of celebrating the fans and families who make Central Texas great.
Enter now at firstcentralcu.com/football. One winner drawn each week.
First Central Credit Union. Everything we do for you.
No purchase necessary to enter.
Come see why Green Eye Associates is voted best in Waco year after year. Enjoy exceptional service and care from Dr. Leanne Green alongside her dedicated optometrist and staff. Receive trustworthy insights on your eye health. Enjoy the impressive variety of contacts and eyewear and work with the most experienced optical team in Waco. Don't miss the new state-of-the-art dry eye therapies that rejuvenate the eyes and face with safe, non-invasive treatments to restore comfort and quality of life. Green Eye Associates, official optometrist of Baylor Athletics.
Hey Baylor fans, game day experiences for the 2025 football season are on sale now. Fans can purchase exclusive experiences online, including on-field photos, sideline access during warm-ups, tunnel access during the team runout, an in-game radio booth experience with the voice of the Bears, a birthday bash, and much more. There is limited availability per game, so purchase your experience today at BaylorBears.com/group experiences to lock in your one-of-a-kind game day experience today.
You're listening to Baylor Football on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
HEB, the 2025 Baylor football season presented by HEB and by Pepsi. Hey, Bears fans, this football season, make Pepsi your go-to game day drink because it's the only drink for football watching. Pepsi. It's what I like. Proud partner of Baylor Bears football. And we're brought to you by NextLink. Our In the Booth live stream is brought to you by NextLink, reliable high-speed internet for your home or business. You can look right into the booth here in Tucson, Arizona. Go to the Baylor Athletics YouTube channel and watch the live stream here from Tucson. Back to play with 2 minutes to go before halftime. Baylor 14, Arizona 14. Arizona with the ball. Looking at a second down and 11 play from their own 47-yard line. Here's the play with 2 minutes to go before the half. Snap back to Fafita. Fafita is dancing, now rolling right. Now throws on the run. It is intercepted! A deflected interception. Baylor's got a takeaway over Arizona. How about that play? It was DJ Coleman with the interception, his second of the season. Ricky Thompson.
Guys, that was incredible concentration. He caught that ball between two Arizona receivers. The ball bounced. It's one thing to see it. It's one thing to get there. That was an incredible play. Great touchdown off the receiver's hands. What a huge break for the Bears here to maybe put points on the board before the half.
Wow. So Baylor, which is -10 in takeaways this year. Arizona's +10. Baylor gets the first takeaway. See if they can make Arizona pay for it. Beginning at their own 39-yard line, a handoff, and a 2-yard gain by Michael Turner to the 41-yard line. So 2nd and 8 coming up. Minute 35 and counting before halftime. Baylor has all 3 of their timeouts in their back pocket. Here comes 2nd and 8 for the Bears. Snap back to Robertson. Pass, Triggs got it, center of the field, reaches out, pulls it in. First down at the 45-yard line of Arizona.
Great route, little dig route by Trigg. Easy pitch and catch. Now get your rhythm going. You've got the first down.
46 of the Wildcats is where the ball is spotted. 2 receivers to either side. Minute 9 and counting, second quarter. Robertson may be changing the play here. Looks right, passes left, incomplete. There was almost a return deflected interception as it went through the hands of Jaden Porter. But who? Aiden Garnes was there and could not pull it in.
Yeah, it's a really fortunate bounce for the Bears right there because it went right through his hands and then right through the Arizona State defender's hands, but not much there either. Honestly, good thing for us. Clock stops, reset, get a good play call in on 2nd and 10.
And I tell you, there wasn't much between Garnes and the end zone. So an incompletion brings up 2nd and 10 for the Bears. Handoff through a hole. That is Caden Knighton. He is down at the 42 as his heels click together. Timeout Baylor with 55 seconds to go in the half. So a gain there of 4 yards. It is 3rd down and 6 for Baylor. They've got it at the Arizona 42.
Timeout. Baylor, their first of the half.
Thank you, sir. Ricky, we've seen Baylor really take advantage of some, 2-minute situations and shorter this year. This would be a great opportunity to punch it in for the lead before halftime.
Well, it would. You got the ball on the Arizona 43 when it looked like Arizona had the chance to drive down, get points before the half. Great interception, turnover. That's what the Bears have really struggled with. So huge turnover. You sure would like to see some kind of points because remember, Arizona gets the ball coming out. So put points on the board now, and they're playing from behind in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, and it's third and 6 right here. 55 seconds on the clock. This is 4-down territory. Ball's on the 42-yard line. So you've got 2 downs to make up 6 yards. You've got 2 timeouts, 55 seconds. The clock's not an issue at this point. We've got to get a good play call in to get it to either 1st down or 4th and manageable right here.
So 3rd down and 6 will be the next play for the Bears. Television actually took a full timeout right here. Gives us a chance to remind you that we are brought to you in part by Antone's famous Po' Boys, a handmade sandwich beloved by Texans, often referred to as a Texas version of a New Orleans po' boy. It all began with their iconic sandwich shops in Houston, handmade daily with highest quality meats, cheeses, and of course their famous chow chow relish, French bread, and pickles. Thanks to Antone's famous Po' Boys. Ricky will catch up with Coach Dave Aranda when we get to halftime. That's brought to you by Alliance Bank. Alliance Bank, it's your bank. Dave told an interesting story this week at his press conference about Brent Brennan, the head coach for Arizona. Was at San Jose State, now in his 2nd year as the head coach here at Arizona. Said Dave was actually on an interview panel, when Brent Brennan interviewed for a job at Cal Lutheran when Dave was a player there. He was a student, but they had a couple of students on the interview panel, and Brent Brennan came in. And Dave remembered that very well, and they've, stayed close, coaching colleagues through the years. But that goes back to the early 90s with Dave Aranda and Brent Brennan.
Wow. I think you hear stories like that. There's so many of them.
Yeah.
It really, in such a big world, it makes it show that it's a really small world.
That's true. And you think of a small school like Cal Lutheran, Dave is the main one that we know of, that came out of there. But that's been a lot of coaches that you'd know their names came through there. All right, here we go, back to play. Baylor's ball, 3rd down and 6, crowd making noise. 55 seconds to go before halftime, and a tie game, 14 apiece. And a big 3rd down and 6 play for the Bears from the Arizona 42. Here's the play, Trigg in motion left to right. Snap back to Robertson, fakes the handoff. Sawyer's going to run. He dives forward. It's going to be really close. I think it's just short, but he dove. He didn't slide. They'll spot the ball at the 37, and Baylor's going to use another timeout.
They need to review that. I think he's closer than where they spotted it.
Well, he needed
timeout. Baylor, their 2nd of the half.
He needed the 36.
Game clock operator. Please set the clock to 47 seconds. 4-7.
Ricky, how'd you see that? You think
I just saw the review on the scoreboard. I think they may have spotted this a yard to a half a yard back from where the ball should be, which would make this a much shorter attempt, if not a 1st down. 6 inches is pretty important when you're going for it on 4th and 1.
Well, the Bears are 1 of 1 on 4th downs today. Arizona's actually 2 of 2. 1 of 1 for Baylor. They did have another 4th down conversion, but that was on penalty. So they're going to go for it here, no question about it. 4th and less than a yard. About 3/4 of a yard is what they need. They need to reach the 36. Nose of the ball is just inside the 37. Here we go, 4th down, 47 seconds to go before halftime. Snap back, Robertson's going to keep, and he's got it as he struggles and stretches for the 35-yard line. 1st down, Bears.
I really like that call because it gives you an extra blocker with the running back rather than handing the ball to the running back.
Now Bears a quick play here, snap back to Sawyer Robertson, and pressured. Pass over the middle is caught by Michael Turner. He's down at the 29-yard line.
30 seconds and counting.
Got to hurry to the line of scrimmage. Now 25, now 24. Bears have reached the Arizona 29 in a tie game. Robertson stands in. Flag is down. Sawyer's going to run, and he took a shot at the end of that run. He's got the 1st down, but let's check the flag back in the Baylor backfield. Flag will stop the clock with 14 seconds showing.
Personal foul, face mask, offense, number 65, 15-yard penalty, 2nd down.
That's a tough penalty there. So instead of a 1st down inside the 25, right? Did he have a 1st down on that run?
Yes, he had a 1st down.
Instead, they'll push it back to the 44-yard line, where it's 2nd and 19.
And I think clock starts running now.
Yeah, there it goes. They got to go. 10 seconds, 9 seconds, 8 seconds to play. Now Baylor will call a timeout.
Wow.
Man, oh man.
Wow.
So and that's your final timeout, and only 7 seconds remaining.
Spav is not happy right now. He ran on the field with 10, 11 seconds trying to call a timeout. No ref saw.
Game clock operator, please set the clock to 9 seconds.
And there as they spotted the ball and marked it ready to play, there was no real sense of urgency for Baylor.
No.
But the clock was started again.
Well, I think they were expecting the clock not to start, but it was a running play up the middle for a 1st down. So once the ball gets set, clock restarts. Even on a penalty, unless you call a timeout, it's going to go back to what was the play and what happened on the play before.
Wow, and that's your final timeout also. So that changes the thinking a little bit. Baylor's got it at the Arizona 44, 14-14 game, 9 seconds to play before halftime.
So it looks like they added 2 seconds back to the clock. And now you've got 2 plays here if you can get out of bounds on this first play downfield.
All right, here we go from the Wildcats 44. Snap back to Robertson. Stands in the pocket. Pass is caught by Josh Cameron. He strains and struggles to get out of bounds. He does so at the 31. 2 seconds to go, and here comes the kick team. Connor Hawkins headed out there. He missed from 48 earlier today. Check in with Ricky.
Guys, unbelievable job by Josh Cameron to get out of bounds. He fought probably for 10 yards to get to the sideline. That's what a good player does, but that's a huge play, particularly if this turns into points for the Bears. That's all on Josh.
Same spot, kicking from the 38, kicking right to left from the right hash. Good snap, good hold, and the kick is good by Connor Hawkins. A field goal and the lead for the Bears going in at halftime. A 48-yard field goal by Connor Hawkins. And Baylor leads at the half over Arizona 17-14 here in Tucson. We'll hold and let Ricky catch up with Coach Aranda after TV visits with him. So we'll hold on that. But how about that? And it was the takeaway for Baylor that got them the ball back and got them the opportunity to take the lead at halftime.
Yeah, I mean, you really want a touchdown there, but given the circumstances and what transpired, to walk away with 3 points off that turnover, really big going into the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, that face mask penalty was huge. Back Baylor up 15 yards from where they would have been, but they overcame that enough to have the field goal. Connor Hawkins 1 for 2 on field goals here in the first half. And the Bears lead on the road over the Wildcats Let's go down to Ricky with Coach Aranda.
Coach, huge turnover there, interception, great play there. Then turned it into points in spite of a 15-yard face mask penalty.
Yeah, we're battling ourselves a little bit. I think offensively, I think we're feeling it pretty good. The run game is going, and I think that's a big advantage that we haven't had in recent weeks to this extent or this early on. I think it's cleared the streets in the throw game to see kind of what coverage it is and where the ball's going to go. I think defensively, I think we're right there, and we get a penalty on us, or we miss a half and it shoots out, and we're back up against it. And we've had a bunch of second and longs. For as many second and longs, there shouldn't be these many points, and so we've got to get that adjusted and corrected. It's going to be competitive. All teams come to last possession, and so we don't want that to be the case here.
Yeah, that was a huge three you got at the end of the half. Arizona gets the ball coming out.
Yeah, we're going to have to build it to get off the field without any points. That's going to be a big deal. Get the ball back to the offense with some momentum.
Okay, Coach, thanks.
Ricky, thanks very much. With Coach Dave Aranda going in at halftime, it's brought to you by Alliance Bank. Alliance Bank, it's your bank. Bears are 3-0 this season when they lead at halftime. They lead at halftime today here in Tucson over the Arizona Wildcats. 17-14 our halftime score. Back to begin our halftime activities after this on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Hi, Jan from Toyota here to let you know that Toyotathon is on. And what better way to get in the spirit of the season than with a new Toyota, like RAV4, Grand Highlander, and Corolla Cross. But to really get in the spirit, let's sing about it. So without further ado, driving through the snow in a new RAV4, hooray! To the slopes we go in a Highlander for a ski day. A Camry to get hot cocoa, tubing with a Tundra makes the kids go loco. Oh, what fun it is to make holiday wishes come true. Toyotathon, Toyotathon, Toyotathon is on. Oh, what fun it is to drive a new Toyota today. Hey!
Dealer inventory may vary. Current offers on these vehicles end December 1st. Offers are subject to change throughout Toyotathon, which ends on January 5th. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Toyota, let's go places. During Toyotathon, qualified buyers can get 2.99% APR financing for 72 months on a rugged new 2026 Tundra. Offer available in select states only.
Hey y'all, it's Jackie Marshall from Baylor Football. You probably know Goodwill for their stores. Trust me, I've scored some fun finds here. But here's the real deal. When you donate or shop at Heart of Texas Goodwill, you're helping people right here in the community get jobs, training, or even a high school diploma. HOT Goodwill celebrating 70 years strong and still changing lives through the power of work. That's something worth celebrating. Donate, shop, change lives. That's Heart of Texas Goodwill.
TFNB Your Bank for Life is the official local bank of Baylor Athletics. Find out why more Central Texas are making TFNB their bank for life. Sign up for our Edge checking and savings accounts to earn interest or cash back. With 5 convenient locations and an award-winning mobile app, banking has never been easier. TFNB, your bank for life. Member FDIC.
You're listening to live coverage of Baylor football on the Baylor Sports Media Network. Now, it's time for the halftime show. Stay tuned as we break down the first half, check in on scores from around the country, and more. All coming up on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Arizona 17-14, a 48-yard field goal by Connor Hawkins at the halftime gun gives the Bears the lead. Really an outstanding first half on the road by the Bears over this Arizona team on Senior Day that has won 3 straight games coming in today. Welcome in at the half. How about we talk a little hoops here at halftime? David Kay, Baylor Athletics General Manager and Sport Administrator for Baylor men's basketball, joins us. First half, you've been on the sidelines, right? Mm-hmm. All right. What's this is a Saturday before Thanksgiving. Crowd came in pretty well. What's the atmosphere like on the sidelines?
Yeah, it's a smaller crowd than I would have expected for a team coming off a 3-game winning streak. But they've been loud, even with smaller numbers. But honestly, it kind of you look at it and you go, man. It makes you feel a little better about your crowds because this is a team that really 7-3, 3-game winning streak. You would have expected this place to be more full. And it's just not. I think there's just so much to do out here that maybe football isn't the highest priority.
I got you. And school's out. I mean, school's out for Thanksgiving. We're going to run into that situation next Saturday, 254 day at McLean Stadium. Man, we really need people to come to the game against Houston.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to make all the difference just to have that energy, especially the students. And I think there will be a fair amount of students who come back, especially with seniors being able to run the line. That's really impactful, and they have 40,000 students here, and I mean, I can't imagine there's more than 4,000 or 5,000 here in the stadium. And so when you look at when we pack in 8,000 of our students, and it's close to half of our student body, that's really impressive.
That's pretty good. All right, let's talk hoops from here on to Las Vegas. Baylor men are playing in the Players Era tournament in Las Vegas. Tell us about that.
Yeah, this is it's crazy that it's finally here. It feels like it was a long time coming. They first approached us about this a couple of years ago before the tournament had even started, and wanted us to be in that first year, and we weren't really sure about it. You just didn't know how it was going to develop, and you didn't want to tie yourself to a difficult situation. But long story short, we approached them about getting back into it the second year, and it was actually out in Las Vegas when I met with those guys, and we were able to get it done. And it's 18 teams this year, and I think there's potential for some significant growth next year as well. This tournament, I think they have big visions of it eventually modeling, kind of the NBA in-season tournament. But it's the premier tournament in college basketball now, there's lots of reasons for it, but it's kind of sad to see some of the historic tournaments falling off. And I will admit, we chose to not go to Maui this year, but that's the way the game has changed. And if you don't adapt, you're going to get left behind. So it's a great tournament. I'm really, really excited about it. It's a great opportunity for our team to play some really high-level opponents.
Creighton on Monday. St. John's on Tuesday. Who are some of the other schools that are there?
Yeah, I mean, it is a exhaustive list with the 18 teams, and you've got 4 Big 12 teams. Arizona's there, Kansas there, Iowa State, Houston. It is a really large field. I'm trying to look on my phone and pull it up right now, but it is it's exciting. And the crazy thing is you just have no idea who you're going to play that third game. We'll get that information on Tuesday. After everybody's played their 2 games, they reseed the whole 18-team field and set matchups. And they have some basic principles, like they're not going to have an intra-conference matchup if they can avoid it and things like that. But we really could play any of a list of probably 12 different teams could be in play because they're not going to match up against a Big 12 school. But any of the others that we haven't already played, you could be matched up with. And so that'll be really unique for our coaches to have to find out late Tuesday night who we're playing on Wednesday and turn around to scout in that short of an amount of time.
That's tough.
Yeah.
That is tough to have that short a lead time. But that was my next question. Could we play another Big 12 school, and it would be a non-conference game, or will they try to keep that from happening?
So they're going to try to keep that from happening. They take the top 4 out of – there's 2 pools. There's a 10-team pool and an 18 pool, and the top 2 in each pool advance to what they call like the 4 kings.
Okay.
And if there was a matchup there that couldn't be avoided, you could, in theory, play a Big 12 school. But if you're not in those 4 kings – say like if 3 Big 12 teams made it into those 4, then you're going to have a matchup. Then they're going to shift things around and adjust seating how they have to avoid an intra-conference matchup.
So the 4 kings would be like the final 4 of that tournament.
Yeah, except that you don't play a championship.
No, that's true. There's only
really
one game.
It's like a first place and a third place game. And so there will be somebody who goes 3-0 and doesn't win the tournament, just because when you've got 18 teams, that's the way the math's going to work. They've got a lot of different tiebreakers they look at. Obviously, your record in the first 2 games, and then your head-to-head, and then they look at tiebreaker on point differential up to 20 points a game. So, I'll be reminding Coach Drew about the point differential being impactful to seeding, but also if you're up 20 on somebody, you don't need to run it up on them because 20 is the max. And then they look at points scored and points allowed.
Okay, so Baylor's first game is Monday, 1 o'clock Central Time against Creighton. Play Tuesday, 4:30 Central Time against St. John's, and then don't know on Wednesday. We won't find out probably till Tuesday night.
Yeah, it'll be late Tuesday.
And that's in Las Vegas.
Yeah, and there's a chance that the third game could be Thursday as well.
That's true.
There's 2 games that are on Thursday. That really made our travel planning a little difficult that you don't know when your final game is, even the day. But hopefully we'll win one of the first 2 at least and feel like we can guarantee ourselves a spot on Wednesday. If you go 0-2 in the first 2, you might end up on Thursday.
Get home before Thanksgiving. Yep. And the Baylor women, they're playing in a tournament in Kissimmee, Florida, in Orlando. Tough loss for them the other night. Kind of a rough shooting second half in the loss to Iowa.
Yeah, that fourth quarter was tough, but you learn a lot in the non-conference. And, I think you just kind of have to look at it and go, well, we finished really strong against Duke. And, just didn't have it against Iowa. That was a tough matchup, but feel really good about that win against Duke and what that does for your resume in the non-conference schedule. They've got some other tough games coming up, and I think Nikki really, really likes her team. So excited about their season, and obviously disappointing loss to Iowa, but a chance to bounce back. I think today, right?
Today,
tomorrow?
4:30 today. Yep, against Davidson. And let's mention, while we're touching the other sports, how about soccer? They're still going. Big win over Wisconsin and playing in the Sweet 16 against Ohio State.
Yeah, and that was a huge win. I was watching the final minutes of that, and it was intense. It was Wisconsin was getting a lot of shots in the box, and you just kind of felt like we were hanging on, but Michelle Leonard's team is so tough, and they're so defensive-minded. I mean, to shut out a team like that in the NCAA tournament is really impressive. And now they have a great matchup, Ohio State, who knocked off the number 1 seed. So, you kind of felt like once you got to the Final 16, you were going to have a really tough matchup. This obviously isn't going to be easy, but you'd much rather play the 8 seed than the 1 seed. So they've got – I think our team, honestly, is a little underseeded. I think we're much better than the seed we got. And it's a really veteran team, and they're tough.
Yeah.
I think they have the ability to make a run through the remaining 16.
That'd be terrific. So they play Sunday, 1 o'clock Central Time against Ohio State. That's from South Bend, Indiana.
Yep.
All right, David, thank you very much.
Thanks for the time.
Appreciate it. Good to see you. David Kay, jack of all trades, Baylor Athletics General Manager and the Sport Administrator for Baylor men's basketball from here on to Las Vegas. And I keep hearing from people, Baylor fans are going to make their way to Las Vegas for that tournament on Thanksgiving week. Take a break. Nick will give us first half stats when we come back. On the scoreboard, Baylor leads it 17-14 over Arizona at the half. You're listening to Baylor Bear Football on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Premier ER and Urgent Care has all the convenience of urgent care with all the expertise of an ER, all under one roof. At every visit, be seen by ER-trained staff with on-site lab and CT, X-ray, ultrasound, and EKG. Here, you pay for the appropriate level of care that you receive, and we are in network with most major insurance providers. Premier ER and Urgent Care has 4 convenient locations serving Texas, San Marcos, Temple, Waco, and Woodway. To learn more, visit www.premier.care.
This season, when Baylor scores a touchdown, raise your bear claws and swipe a free 10-piece Chicken McNuggets the next day on the McDonald's app with the purchase of $2 or more. Run it, throw it, however they reach the end zone, your taste buds do the touchdown dance. So sick 'em, Bears, and sick your free Chicken McNuggets only at McDonald's. Offer valid only on the day after Baylor scores a touchdown at participating McDonald's. Minimum purchase of $2 required. Excludes tax. Must opt into rewards.
There's nothing like a Baylor home game, and First Central Credit Union wants to send you.
Hi, this is Jo Betsy Tyler with First Central. We're giving away a pair of Baylor football tickets for every home game this season. It's our way of celebrating the fans and families who make Central Texas great.
Enter now at firstcentralcu.com/football. One winner drawn each week.
First Central Credit Union. Everything we do for you.
No purchase necessary to enter.
Favorite jeans, favorite shirt. Got Conecuh sausage and I'm firing it up. Yeah, everybody knows it's how I get my grill on. You can smell that flavor up and down the road. It's a little taste of heaven, and everybody knows. It's how I get my grill on. Conecuh sausage. It's just a little taste of heaven.
You're listening to Baylor Football on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Welcome back to Tucson, Arizona, where Baylor is taking on the Arizona Wildcats on this wonderful desert afternoon here. Temperatures are really comfortable, wind is blowing, and we will hopefully finish this game well before the rain hits later this afternoon and evening. Coming at you with your second half stats. Baylor up 17-14 over Arizona at the half. Arizona will take the ball to start the second half of this game in the third quarter. Total offense, Baylor 40 total plays, 208 yards, 122 through the air and 86 on the ground. 14 first downs on those plays. Arizona 31 plays for 155 yards. 103 yards through the air, 52 yards on the ground, and 12 first downs. Time of possession, Baylor's slight edge of 15 minutes and 52 seconds to Arizona's 14 minutes and 8 seconds. Third down conversions for the Bears at 50% on the day, 4 of 8. Fourth down conversions, 2 of 2, and another one that does not show up on the stat sheet as there was a personal foul for interference on a conversion on the very first drive of the game. Red zone scores 2 for 2 for Baylor. Arizona, 2 of 4 on third downs as well, 50% on the day, 2 of 2 on fourth downs, and then 2 of 2 on their red zone conversions as well. Individual stats on the day, we'll start with Baylor. Sawyer Robertson, 13 of 18, 122 yards and 1 touchdown. Very efficient on the day. Rushing the ball, Bryson Washington, 5 carries for a total of 27 yards. Michael Turner, 5 carries for 24 yards. Caden Knighton, 6 carries for 19 yards. And Sawyer, 5 carries for 12 yards and a touchdown. So really spreading the ball out amongst those individuals on the ground. Receiving, Josh Cameron continuing where he left off against Utah. A strong performance, 5 catches, 59 yards, and a touchdown. Michael Trigg, 3 catches, 33 yards, and Jaden Porter, 3 catches, 22 yards. And to note, once again, Ashton Hawkins will be back for the second half. He had to sit out in the first half of this game due to a personal foul ejection in the Utah game at the fourth quarter. On the Arizona side, individual, Noah Fafita, 11 of 17 through the air, 103 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception that turned into 3 points for the Bears as we finished out the second quarter. Rushing the ball, Mahdi has 6 carries for 42 yards. And then Noah Fafita, 4 carries, 7 yards. Receiving, Chris Hudson, the main target, 7 catches, 69 yards, and 1 touchdown on the day. Trey Spivey, 2 catches, 11 yards. Chris Hunter, 1 catch, 12 yards. And Mahdi, 1 catch, 11 yards. So defensively, Kyler Jordan is leading the way with 4 tackles for the Bears. And then Devin Bobby, Jacob Redding, and Keaton Thomas each have 3 on the day. And then Dalton Johnson, 8 total tackles for Arizona, along with Genesis Smith and Max Harris with 8 tackles apiece as well. Those are your first half stats. We've got about a little over 2 minutes left before we kick off the third quarter here. And, John, we're going to head into one more commercial break?
Let's do that. How about that?
Let's do it.
And we'll check on scores of other games when we come back. 17-14, Baylor leads Arizona at the half on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
TFNB, your bank for life, is the official local bank of Baylor Athletics.
John, did you see Bill Self's quote about going to that Vegas tournament? They asked him why he's going there instead of Maui, and he said the Players' Choice Tournament's cutting us a 7-figure check. We'd have to spend 6 figures to go to Maui, and they're not cutting us a 7-figure check. I was like, I love the honesty, yeah.
Baylor Nation roll.
Yeah, 100%.
Allen Samuels Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram. Start with award-winning service and factory-trained techs. Then shop our new and used lineup from cars, trucks to SUVs, all makes and models. Running a business? We're your Central Texas headquarters for ProMaster vans, cab, and chassis and work trucks. For power and comfort, test drive the Ram 1500, the Motor Trend Truck of the Year winner again. Allen Samuels in Waco, proud partner of Baylor Athletics.
Come by, let's be friends.
The spotlight's back on the Brazzers, and the stage is set at Foster Pavilion. Baylor women's basketball returns with head coach Nikki Collin and a team that knows how to bring the heat. From tip-off to the final buzzer, there's no place louder, rowdier, or more electric than the Foster. Don't just hear about the big wins, witness them. Lock in your seats and fill Foster with green and gold. Purchase your season tickets now at BaylorBears.com/tickets.
This season, Bobcat of Waco is proud to partner with the Baylor mascots to bring you a winning lineup. Just like the Bears on the field, Bobcat machines deliver unstoppable strength, speed, and toughness. And right now, you can score big with 0% financing or cash rebates on the hardest working equipment in Texas. Visit us at 16595 North I-35 in Elmont, Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. or online 24/7 at bobcatcce.com. Don't sit on the sidelines. Gear up with Bobcat of Waco, and let's make this season one to remember. Sic 'em Bears.
You're listening to live coverage of Baylor football on the Baylor Sports Media Network. Stay tuned as we rejoin the voice of the Bears, John Morris, live from the booth as we get set for all of the second half action with the Baylor Bears. Coming up on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Here's the kickoff of the third quarter, taking a yard deep in the end zone with the knee is Tay Brown. So on the touchback, Arizona will bring it out to the 25, and that's how we begin the third quarter. Arizona ball. Remember, Baylor won the toss to start the game today and took the ball, drove it 75 yards for a score in the early lead. They lead now 17-14 as we begin the third quarter. We promised you other scores. We will get to those. The only other Big 12 game in progress right now, Iowa State leads Kansas 31-14 with 7:41 to play in the fourth quarter. Give you other scores coming up in a bit, but back to action here. Arizona beginning at their own 25, down by 3 to Baylor. Noah Fafita, quarterback, claps his hands twice. He'll hand the ball off to Ishmael Mahdi, running through a nice hole on the left side, out to the 31-yard line, a 6-yard carry on the first play from scrimmage of the second half.
Yeah, interesting to see what adjustments coaches will make coming into the second half, but really good start to Arizona. Defense got to settle in right here.
Second down and 4 for the Wildcats from the 31. Give to Mahdi again, comes the right side and kind of ducks down behind his blockers, now stays on his feet and pushes it out to the 42-yard line. Well, that was a nice run by Ishmael Mahdi, the senior out of Murphy, Texas, and transfer from Texas State.
Yeah, defense got to start moving that line of scrimmage and controlling it right now.
First down actually at the 43-yard line. Fafita going deep. Seam route is incomplete. Overshot his man, overthrew him. Good coverage by DJ Coleman for the Bears. Intended receiver was Gio Richardson. He's a freshman. Had 3 catches for 38 yards and a touchdown last week in the win over Cincinnati.
It took a long time for that play to develop, but he definitely had a step. But the longer it develops, the longer the throw, and the percentages go down.
Second and 10 from their own 43 for Arizona. Give to Mahdi again. Tries to bump outside, being chased. Pulled out of bounds on the far side of the field. Great coverage sideline to sideline there by Baylor. Kendrick Simpkins is the man who pulled him out.
Yeah, really good job by Simpkins, and really good job by Cooper Lance. I think he got held there a little bit, but at least adjusted the path of the running back to give Simpkins a chance to get there.
So no gain on that play. It is third down and 10 for Arizona from their 43. Came out and had 2 big runs by Mahdi. Now looking at a third down and 10. Fafita takes the snap in the shotgun. Here's pressure on the quarterback. Oh, they can't get him down. Flag is down. Pass over the middle is caught. We'll check the flag. Baylor was very close to a sack there. Gio Richardson made the catch. And the officials are talking about it. Here it is.
Holding, defense, number 22. That penalty is declined. Results of the play, first down.
That's a tough one right there. I mean, you had them 3rd and 10. You've got to figure out how to get off the field to start the third quarter and almost come away with the sack, but it would have been negated by a holding penalty anyway. And now Arizona in Baylor Bear territory and driving to start the third quarter.
So now Baylor back on their heels a bit after that big pass play, a conversion on 3rd and 10. Here is Arizona at the Baylor 41. Pass over the middle. That's caught by Hudson. He spins away. He's running at the 20. At the 15, Baylor has a shirt tail, and Keaton Thomas pulls him down, but not until he gets to the 13-yard line. A big hitter and a big gain for Chris Hudson.
So that's 2 plays in a row. We get pressure. Noah steps up into the pocket to create time and space and then hits a dig route coming right over the middle of the field about 15 yards for big plays.
Quick snap, 4 receivers left, 1 right, the pass right to Hudson, but it's off his fingertips and incomplete.
And the back judge
and
just threw a flag. Oh. That was a late flag. I'm not even sure how he could have seen that.
Officials are talking about it.
If that's a pass interference, the ball will be placed at the 2-yard line.
They're still talking about it. All right, here's our referee, Cravon Barrett.
Pass interference. Defense, number 22. The ball will be placed at the 2-yard line. Automatic, first down.
If you're going to spend that long trying to decide if it's a pass interference, I think the call's obvious. It's probably not a pass interference.
All right, so the ball now at the 2. It is first down and goal at the 2 for Arizona. Opening possession, third quarter. Baylor 17, Arizona 14. Wildcats have it at the 2-yard line. A straight I formation behind quarterback Fafita. Under center for one of the few times today here in short yardage. He'll pitch it to Ricino. Ricino running right. He didn't get in on that play. He got halfway there to the 1.
It's an interesting play call. He pitches it to the left. Running back takes 2 steps and then cuts it back all the way to the right. Pulling some guards from left to right there, trying to get some misdirection. Good job defensively staying home up front there.
Bears dig in that defensive front. Second and goal from the 1. Big Samu Tuamama Pepe in the defensive line in the middle. Give again to Ricino. This time he hops into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. And they lead over the Bears for the first time today. 75-yard scoring drive by the Wildcats. Hang on, there's a flag down at the end of that play. I think things were starting to get a little chippy at the end of that drive.
There's a lot of talking going on right now.
Let's check the flag. But as Arizona, it appears, has the lead over the Bears 20-14.
I would assume this will be assessed on the kickoff.
The ruling on the field is a touchdown by Arizona. After the play is over, unsportsmanlike conduct, offense, number 59. 15-yard penalty will be added to the kick. That is number 59's first unsportsmanlike of the game.
All right, that's some of that chippiness that we saw from even this far away. So that'll be assessed on the kickoff. But Arizona about to kick, and they look to go up by 4 on the Bears if they can hit this extra point. 11:49 on the clock in the third quarter. Here's the extra point kick. Good snap, good hold, and the kick is true by Michael Salgado Medina. And our new score with 11:49 to play in the third quarter. Arizona 21, Baylor 17. You're listening to Baylor Big 12 football on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
At H-E-B, we know that game day is about more than the game itself. The taste of victory is unparalleled, but so is the taste of H-E-B jalapeno poppers hot off the grill. Seeing the best players in their prime is truly something to behold. So is an H-E-B Prime 1 burger that you grilled to perfection. For low prices on all the things that make game day great and delicious, visit H-E-B, your official game day headquarters, or use the My H-E-B app to start prepping for game day right away.
Jeff Haas Mazda and the Baylor Bears both know what it takes to be number one. Hard work, determination, commitment. The number one Mazda dealer in Texas, Jeff Haas Mazda, is inviting all the Baylor Bear fans listening to visit us for hard-hitting deals on every new Mazda in stock, with fresh inventory hitting the ground daily. And every new Mazda comes with our Jeff Haas Advantage plan. Plus, your trade is now worth more than ever. We're buying all makes and models. Get our best cash offer in minutes. Jeff Haas Mazda on the Katy Freeway.
Number one based on 2021 sales and stock volume in the Gulf region.
When life gets complicated, Butts Law Firm is your one stop for a wide range of legal needs. Whether you need estate planning documents such as a will, trust, or guardianship, or the appointment of a receiver to handle personal or business assets management and disposal, consumer protection, family-related legal matters, or various business-related issues, we are your community firm. Whether you're planning for the future, navigating a probate, or managing a business, our experienced team is ready to guide you every step of the way. Trust us to provide the legal support you need. Call today today. 406-641-BUTZ. That's 406-641-2889. Or come by the Waxahachie office at 301 South Rogers Street, Suite 202, downtown Waxahachie. Come see the difference having a trusted attorney by your side can make, because at Butts Law Firm, your legal rights are our business.
You're listening to Baylor Football. Baylor Football on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Baylor Football brought to you in part by NextLink, our In the Booth live stream brought to you by NextLink, reliable high-speed internet for your home or business. You can watch right into our booth here in Tucson. Go to the Baylor Athletics YouTube channel, and thanks to NextLink, you can watch radio right here in the booth. Right? 8-play, 60-yard scoring drive by Arizona. 3 minutes, 11 seconds off the clock, and they take the lead for the first time today on the first possession of the third quarter, 21-17. Ricky, I don't know if you noticed this. Nick and I did. Arizona, they went out to receive the opening kickoff of the third quarter with still about a minute left on the clock, and it was almost like they were trying to send a message or set the tone. Hold that thought. Here's the kickoff by Arizona after the penalty, kicking off from the 20. Cole Wilson to the 10, to the 20, to the 27-yard line, and slammed to the ground. Hit hard, good coverage by Arizona. But Ricky, maybe he's trying to send a little bit of a message, and then they came out and marched it down for the touchdown.
Well, I think coaches are funny about that. That's probably exactly what they were doing, just making sure everybody knew they were ready, and I guess they proved that they were.
I guess so. Touchdown drive to take a 21-17 lead. Bears will begin this possession from their own 29 with 11:43 to play, third quarter. Kloppenstein in motion. From left to right, handoff. Bryson Washington. Washington to the 30. Just across the 30, a 2-yard gain on the carry. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
From the Allen Samuels Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Studios, this is KRZI Waco, K222DC Waco, K265DV Temple, ESPN Central Texas.
Second down and 8 play for the Bears from their own 31, trailing 21-17, 11-12, and counting third quarter. Two receivers left and right. Snap back to Sawyer Robertson. Robertson, pocket collapses, and down he goes at the 24-yard line. First sack today by Arizona. Let's see who got to him there to make the sack. It's like Mays Pease gets the sack of Sawyer Robertson.
Man, that's unfortunate right there. Pocket really collapsed, and you needed an answer, and now you're 3rd and 15 to go. Got to play it somewhat safe here, but see what you can pick up.
It is 3rd and 15 from the 24 for the Bears. Robertson, quick hitter to the near side. That is caught and tackled at the 25-yard line. And that's it. Bears going to have to punt the ball away. So that sack really put them behind the chains, and now they'll punt it away on 4th down and 14 from the 25. That was Kobe Prentice who made that catch. As Nick said, remember, Ashton Hawkins available now for the Bears after he could not play in the first half. We didn't see him on that first possession of the quarter. A brisk possession. As Palmer Williams set to punt for the first time today. Helmet high snap. Williams boots it away. Nose up spiral. Ooh, it's going to land out of bounds on the near side. See where they spot that ball as Arizona has the ball back. The 35-yard line is where the Wildcats take over. So Arizona ball, 9:35 showing, third quarter. Wildcats have the momentum right now. They have driven for a touchdown, their first possession of the third quarter, and they've got it back here on their second possession of the third stanza.
Well, so far coming out, you mentioned the kick return team was ready to rock and roll, and this offense and defense came out swinging for Arizona. Our Bears got to wake up right now and gain some momentum back on the road, which is difficult to do, but you have an opportunity and you got to take advantage of it.
Ball spotted at the 36, where Arizona begins. 1st and 10. Fafita fakes the handoff. He keeps, and he's down for a loss. Boy, either way, that was going to be a loss. If he'd handed it off to Motti, he was about to be wrapped up. But instead, Fafita kept it, and he'll lose 2 yards to the 33.
Really, really good job by the front right there, moving the line of scrimmage, getting in the backfield, creating chaos at the mesh point of the running back and the quarterback. And whether he handed it, as you said, or not, it was going to be a tackle for a loss and a great way to start this drive.
2nd down, 13 for Arizona. Pressure on Fafita. He steps away. Now he's going to run to the 40, and he slides down at the 42-yard line. Fafita does not run a lot, but that was a good judicious use of the run. He's all the way out to the 42.
Yeah, he's getting pressure, and he's really good at stepping up into the pocket and keeping his eyes downfield. That's the first time he's actually run the ball stepping up into the pocket. His other times he's thrown it. Most of the time it's been a completion. He also did that on the interception to us, but tuck and run to make it 3rd and short.
10-yard scramble by Fafita. 3rd down and 4 for the Wildcats. Slant left side, incomplete. Little bit behind the receiver, and he could not turn and haul it in. So that'll bring up 4th down and 4, an apparent punting situation as they can't convert there on 3rd down and 4.
I mean, that was a really good job by DJ Coleman. I think Chris Hudson had the catch. I think he had the ball in his hands, and DJ knocked it loose as he was trying to bring it back to his body. So really good job defensively.
All right, nice. Here's Isaac Lovison, the punter. Boots it away, end over end punt. Josh Cameron, fair catch, gathers it in. He's got it at the 11-yard line. So the Bears have the ball back with 8:05 to play, 3rd quarter. Our score, Arizona 21, Baylor 17. Our coverage continues after this word from your local station.
Hey y'all, it's Jackie Marshall from Baylor Football. You probably know Goodwill for their stores. Trust me, I've scored some fun finds here. Well, here's the real deal. When you donate or shop at Heart of Texas Goodwill, you're helping people right here in the community get jobs, training, or even a high school diploma. HOT Goodwill celebrating 70 years strong and still changing lives through the power of work. That's something worth celebrating. Donate, shop, change lives. That's Heart of Texas Goodwill.
This season, when Baylor scores a touchdown, raise your bear claws and swipe a free 10-piece Chicken McNuggets the next day on the McDonald's app with the purchase of $2 or more. Run it, throw it, however they reach the end zone, your taste buds do the touchdown dance. So sick 'em, Bears, and sick your free Chicken McNuggets only at McDonald's. Offer valid only on the day after Baylor scores a touchdown at participating McDonald's. Minimum purchase of $2 required. Excludes tax. Must opt into rewards.
If you're stuck in a high auto loan rate, it's time to call an Audible.
Hi, I'm Joe Betsy Tyler with First Central. When it comes to your auto loan, you don't have to stay in a bad formation. Call the right play. Refinance with First Central and get a lower rate, fast approvals, and a team that knows how to win local.
Visit firstcentralcu.com and apply today.
First Central Credit Union. Everything we do for you.
Membership and loan policy requirements apply. Member NCUA.
The spotlight's back on the Brazzers, and the stage is set at Foster Pavilion. Baylor women's basketball returns with head coach Nikki Collin and a team that knows how to bring the heat. From tip-off to the final buzzer, there's no place louder, rowdier, or more electric than the Foster. Don't just hear about the big wins, witness them. Lock in your seats and fill Foster with green and gold. Purchase your season tickets now at BaylorBears.com/tickets.
You're listening to Baylor Football on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
21-17, Arizona leads Baylor, 8:05 to play, 3rd quarter. First final of the day is in the Big 12. Iowa State has knocked off Kansas, 38-14 is that final score. Other top 25 matchups today, Oklahoma, number 8, leads 22nd-ranked Missouri, 17 6. That is with 11:34 to go in the fourth quarter. Here, a 4-point lead for the homestanding Wildcats on Senior Day. But Baylor has the ball back, trailing 21-17, beginning at their own 12-yard line. First down play, handoff, up in the air and down at the 16-yard line is who? Michael Turner. Kind of went airborne there, didn't he?
He did.
Officials timeout for an injured player.
Oh, and it's an Arizona player that's injured at the conclusion of that play.
He looks like he's in a lot of pain, too. Looked like his helmet came off at the end of that play.
That's Max Harris, middle linebacker, the senior from Mansfield, Texas, another Texan on this Arizona roster, a transfer from Texas State. So they'll stop play momentarily to take care of Max Harris. Hope the young man is okay. Timeout on the field. We will step aside with 7:55 to play. Third quarter. Arizona leads Baylor 21-17 on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Hey Baylor fans, game day experiences for the 2025 football season are on sale now. Fans can purchase exclusive experiences online, including on-field photos, sideline access during warm-ups, tunnel access during the team runout, an in-game radio booth experience with the voice of the Bears, a birthday bash, and much more. There is limited availability per game, so purchase your experience today at BaylorBears.com/group experiences to lock in your one-of-a-kind game day experience today.
Do you ever scream at your screen when your 5G internet freezes? It's the worst. So why not switch to Astound? Wi-Fi that just works. With Astound Wi-Fi, you'll rage less, buffer less, and live more. Lock in gig speed Wi-Fi for just $35 a month, guaranteed for 3 years. Plus, get up to a $200 Amazon gift card. Astound Wi-Fi, it just works. Visit astound.com today.
Baylor Nation rolls along with Allen Samuels Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram. Start with award-winning service and factory-trained techs. Then shop our new and used lineup from cars, trucks to SUVs, all makes and models. Running a business? We're your Central Texas headquarters for ProMaster vans, cab, and chassis and work trucks. For power and comfort, test drive the Ram 1500, the Motor Trend Truck of the Year winner again. Allen Samuels in Waco, proud partner of Baylor Athletics.
Come by, let's be friends.
This season, Bobcat of Waco is proud to partner with the Baylor mascots to bring you a winning lineup. Just like the Bears on the field, Bobcat machines deliver unstoppable strength, speed, and toughness. And right now, you can score big with 0% financing or cash rebates on the hardest working equipment in Texas. Visit us at 16595 North I-35 in Elmont, Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. or online 24/7 at bobcatcce.com. Don't sit on the sidelines. Gear up with Bobcat of Waco, and let's make this season one to remember. Sic 'em Bears.
You're listening to Baylor Football on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
The 2025 Baylor football season presented by H-E-B. H-E-B, here everything's better. Also brought to you by Toyota. Baylor fans, enter for your chance to win a Toyota Tundra or Tacoma in the Toyota Winter Truck Sweepstakes. Visit GulfStatesToyota.com to find out more. Toyota is a proud partner of Baylor Athletics. So Max Harris was the injured player, the linebacker originally out of Mansfield, Texas, and they were very slow with him on the field, and he finally got up, and he is walking very slowly, still walking on the field toward their locker room. So Nick, not sure what that was, but hopefully that young man's okay. Here we go, back to play, 2nd and 6 play for the Bears. Handoff. And down in the backfield is Michael Turner, riding him down to the turf for a loss on the play.
Yeah, that's just unfortunate. You had your guard and tackle from the left pulling to the right side, and that's where they brought the blitz off the edge and untouched and came out like a flying bullet. There's nothing you can do right there. It's just a good play call into a bad play call against that defense.
Riley Wilson made the tackle for Arizona. Loss of 3 on the play. Here's 3rd down and 9 for the Bears. From inside their own 15-yard line. Sawyer Robertson takes the snap. Robertson over the middle. It's incomplete. A diving attempt at the ball by Josh Cameron, and he couldn't come up with it. So on 4th down and 9, the Bears will have to punt the ball back to Arizona.
Yeah, had a dig route coming with Josh Cameron, but there wasn't much of a window there, and you've got 4 Arizona State players surrounding Josh Cameron. And again, as a quarterback, you threw it in the right spot, low and down, protect your receiver, and then if it's not caught, it's incomplete. But that's second 3 and out to start the second half.
Palmer Williams standing in his own end zone to punt the ball away. Snap back from Dylan Shaw, boots it away. Nice high punt, no fair catch, and great coverage by the Bears. Down at the 40-yard line is the kick return man for Arizona, Luke Wysong. Great coverage again by Baylor. I think that was Caleb Burns again on that kick coverage by the Bears. Bo Onu was out there as well.
Yeah, 44-yard punt by Palmer. Good job. Unfortunately, just given where you were on the field, it still leaves Arizona State in really good field position here from their own 41-yard line. And again, our defense got off the field off the second drive, which was good. So hopefully they can carry that momentum. And really it happened because they moved that line of scrimmage backwards, and which will be key on this drive.
They'll begin at their own 41-yard line, leading Baylor 21-17. First play handoff off left tackle. Couple of yards to the 43. That is Ishmael Mahdi, the carry. Check his numbers on the day now. 9 carries for 60 yards. Remember, Utah last week ran the ball for, 380?
I don't remember.
Good.
I don't want to remember.
That's good. 380 yards, I think, last week. Arizona, to this point in the game, mid-third quarter, they've rushed it for 82 yards. Second down, 8 play, handoff, running right is Mahdi, and he's tracked down after a gain of only 2 to the 45.
What a tackle from Jacob Redding, coming up from the safety position right at the point where he makes the cut and wraps him up. Oh, man, really good execution right there.
Great tackle by Redding. Looked like he was shot out of a cannon. Gain of only 2 there, so it is 3rd down and 6 for Arizona from their own 45-yard line. See if this Baylor defense could get a 3 and out. Fafita takes the snap in the shotgun. Pressure on him. Jackie Marshall's chasing. Fafita runs to the sideline, and he had to throw it away into the Baylor bench area. Great pressure that time on Fafita. Bears didn't get a sack, but Nick, they forced him to basically throw the ball away.
Absolutely, and that's what's really good. It's, I say it all the time, sacks look good on the stat sheet, and they're wonderful and they're momentum builders, but that's just as good to get that pressure, get off the field, make Fafita throw the ball away, and now you're giving your offense a chance.
So it is a 3 and out for Arizona if they do follow through with punting this ball away, and they do. Josh Cameron signals for the fair catch. The ball hits an Arizona player as Cameron was trying to field it. I think that'll be a penalty. There is a flag down, and let's see where the ball ends up. That was at about the 17-yard line. Arizona player got a little too close to Josh Cameron.
Yeah, that should be an interference.
Ricky's back with us. Ricky, how'd that look?
Yeah, there's no question it was interference. Part of the reason Josh called fair catch.
Kick interference. Kicking team, number 11, 15-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. First down.
But after he called fair catch, he moved up about 5 yards into the Arizona defenders. They ran into him, but Josh really kind of ran into them when he moved up to make the play. But, guys, that's 15 yards. That's a difference from the 16 all the way out, to the 31, 32-yard line.
Yeah, that's a big play. That's a big plus for Baylor. And Arizona now 6 penalties for 69 yards on the day. And the Bears will begin this possession at their own 32, trailing 21-17 to Arizona, 5:23 to play in the third quarter. Swing pass to Trigg, right side. Slowed up again. Finally, it took 4 guys to push him out on the far side of the field into the Arizona bench area. That'll be a loss on that play. Read nicely by Arizona. Baylor will lose yardage on that first down play. Lose about 3 yards.
Yeah, we have struggled. They're doing some things different defensively, and we haven't quite figured it out yet offensively. And I think we've got to figure out how to get some short stop routes, hitch screens to get some momentum downfield.
Call it 2nd and 12 for the Bears. Swing it out near side to Bryson Washington. He makes the catch, but he is hit and down for no gain. So a couple of completions there back to back, and the Bears are a net minus 2 yards on those 2 completions.
Yeah, again, Sawyer's throwing it to the trip side of the field and wanting to look downfield to make a throw. Nothing there. Dumps it to the running back. And the corner blows through and makes the tackle. So now you're behind the chains again at 3rd and 12. I'd almost square up and run a fade route down here to the short side of the field.
Here we go. 3rd down and 12 for the Bears from their own 30. Robertson over the middle to Trigg. Trigg is stretching, but he's down at the 39. It's going to be short of the marker by about 3 yards. You don't go for it here, do you, on 4th down and 3, or do you? Yes, you do. Baylor offense is staying out there on 4th down and 3.
Or line up, get a hard count. It's 4th and 3. See if you can get them to jump off sides. I mean, if you take a 5-yard penalty, you take a delay of game.
Arizona crowd making noise. 4th down and 3 for the Bears at their own 39-yard line. Snap back to Robertson. 4th down play. Pass is caught. 1st down Baylor. Welcome back Ashton Hawkins. His first catch of the day. Didn't play in the first half. His first catch is a big 4th down conversion.
That's a gutsy call right there. That is a gutsy call, and it worked, and it delivered. Make it count.
Out to the 47-yard line, an 8-yard completion on 4th and 3. Drive continues for the Bears. Robertson rolls right. Flag down. Pass caught by Josh Cameron on the far sideline. Let's check that flag, which is in the Baylor offensive backfield.
Probably going to be holding.
Holding. Offense. Number 74. 10-yard penalty. 1st down.
Yeah, what's unfortunate about that call is Arizona's been doing that same thing and not getting flagged for it. And it's a clear hold on our part. But referee, there's 2 sides to every coin. Let's get some of those calls here in the second half going the other direction.
That's tough. Wipes out the reception by Josh Cameron. Backs the Bears up to the 37-yard line, where it is 1st down and 20 from their own 37. 2 receivers left and right for the Bears. 1 back in the backfield. Sawyer Robertson will hand it off. That's a nice haul off left tackle for Bryson Washington. And he's out to the 48-yard line. Boy, that was a really nice hole. Opened up on the left side by Colton Price, the center, Ryan Lingell, the left guard, and Sean Tompkins, the left tackle.
Yeah, Arizona's been playing a tighter box in the second half, and there they softened it again like they were in the first half, and it worked really well for our run game to pick up 12 yards.
That was a 12-yard gain, you're right, to the 48. 2nd down and 8 for the Bears. 2 receivers left and right. Option pitch, short side of the field, and bumped out of bounds. No gain. Maybe a yard loss on that pitch to the boundary to Caden Knighton.
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't going to ever pick up the 1st down there, but Kloffenstein missed the block coming down on the safety. And Caden Knighton might have picked up another couple of yards. But either way, 3rd and 9 right here. You just went for it on 4th down on the previous set of downs. So again, you're not necessarily looking to get all 9 back, but you've got to get 5 to 6 to make it manageable.
See what the Bears pull here on 3rd down and 9. Handoff up the middle's a nice hole. Caden Knighton to the 45, the 40, the 30, the 20-yard line by Caden Knighton. A big hitter on 3rd down and 9, and the Bears are in the Arizona red zone.
Man, what a play call. What a hole by the big boys up front. I mean, Ricky, I bet you could have run your big truck through that hole, huh?
Well, I could have. I couldn't have run personally through it, but maybe with my truck.
All the way to the 19-yard line, a gain of 33 yards on the carry by Caden Knighton. Here's Knighton again, gets the call up the middle, a couple more to the 17. Baylor's in the HEB red zone. 2025 Baylor football season brought to you by HEB. Final minute, third quarter. Baylor driving, trailing for the first time today, 21-17 to Arizona. But the Bears have driven to the Arizona 17-yard line.
I'd really like to see on 2nd and 8 a play action pass over the middle.
Snap back to Robertson. Fires right side to Trigg. Trigg stood up and down. No gain, maybe a loss of a yard on the play.
Tell you what, their safeties and corners are flying downhill really fast. And they've been doing it a lot in this third quarter, and that's part of the reason the run game hasn't been as efficient, is they're coming fast and meeting our running backs at the line of scrimmage from depth. Again, can you bait them into a kind of a play action and go, or a stop and go, a hitch and go, since they're pressing so hard, or a wheel route?
Well, we'll find out after this timeout. We've reached the end of the third quarter here in Tucson, Arizona.
Of the third quarter.
Our score, Arizona 21, Baylor 17. Back with the fourth quarter after this on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Premier ER and Urgent Care has all the convenience of urgent care with all the expertise of an ER, all under one roof. At every visit, be seen by ER-trained staff with on-site lab and CT, X-ray, ultrasound, and EKG. Here, you pay for the appropriate level of care that you receive, and we are in network with most major insurance providers. Premier ER and Urgent Care has 4 convenient locations serving Texas: San Marcos, Temple, Waco, and Woodway. To learn more, visit www.premier.care.
Serving Texas since 2007, Magnolia Realty is a full-service brokerage led by expert industry knowledge and a commitment to community. With kindness and integrity at the forefront, every agent is equipped to help you navigate the market and make the real estate journey your own. Whether buying or selling, feel supported with an award-winning agent at your side from first offer to contract and close. Magnolia Realty serves cities including Waco, Dallas, Fort Worth, Austin, San Antonio, Temple. Learn more at magnoliarealty.com.
Are you tired of slow internet? Are data caps and throttling making it impossible to stream your favorite shows and movies? If so, it sounds like it's time to switch to Nextlink Internet. With Nextlink, there are no data caps and no throttling, just super fast internet speeds, up to 1 gig over wireless in some areas. Plus, Nextlink is an official partner of Baylor Athletics. So don't wait another minute. Give Nextlink a call or go online to nextlinkinternet.com to see what special offers are available to you. Blazing fast internet is just a click or phone call away. Sick 'em, Bears.
There's nothing like a Baylor home game, and First Central Credit Union wants to send you.
Hi, this is Joe Betsy Tyler with First Central. We're giving away a pair of Baylor football tickets for every home game this season. It's our way of celebrating the fans and families who make Central Texas great.
Enter now at firstcentralcu.com/football. One winner drawn each week.
First Central Credit Union. Everything we do for you.
No purchase necessary to enter.
You're listening to Baylor Football. Baylor Football on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Baylor senior quarterback Sawyer Robertson throwing for 321 yards per game. That is best in the Big 12. That is number 1 in the nation. Right now he has thrown for 139 yards today against this Arizona defense, 19 of 25. But the Bears, Nick, are driving, trailing 21-17 as we move to the fourth quarter. What are some other stats through 3 quarters today?
Yeah, through 3 quarters, 267 yards of total offense for the Bears. As you said, 139 through the air, 128 on the ground. Arizona, 231 yards of total offense, 147 through the air, and 84 on the ground. Third downs, Baylor's 5 of 12. Arizona's 3 of 7. The Bears are 3 for 3 on fourth down, and Arizona 2 for 2. And on the flip side, you mentioned Sawyer stats. Noah Fafita is 13 of 22 for 147 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception. Rushing the ball, Caden Knighton's leading the way for the Bears, 9 carries for 53 yards. And then Bryson right behind that, 7 carries for 41 yards. And then Trigg has 6 catches, 40 yards. Josh has 5 catches for 59 yards. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Fourth quarter, down 21-17. Get your popcorn and butterscotch ready, and let's buckle up. It should be a fun one.
And a big 3rd down and 8 play for the Bears to begin this fourth quarter. Bears at the 17, handoff to Caden Knighton. He is through a hole on the left side to the 12-yard line. So it is 4th down and 3. Let's see the spot. 4th down and 3, it looks like, for Baylor. They need the 9 for a first down, and Baylor will go for it on 4th down and 3.
That looks like a long 3, too.
Yeah, it does. They need the 9 for a first down. 4th down and 3. Nick just told us Baylor's 3 of 3 on 4th downs today. This is a big one. Early 4th quarter, Baylor trailing by 4. Sawyer Robertson takes the snap. Pressure. The throw to the end zone. Oh, it's intercepted in the end zone. Interception, Arizona. Their 15th of the season. Baylor's first giveaway today. Takeaways are 1 apiece. On 4th down and 3, an interception in the end zone by Traden Stukes.
Yeah, just didn't quite get it to the back shoulder and kept it too far inside and gave the defender a chance. And, you look at that and you get frustrated. It's also 4th and 3, 4th and 4, right? So incompletion's no different other than the fact of where the ball's going to be placed. And that's the biggest change of an interception versus an incompletion there.
Well, turnovers now even 1 apiece on the day. Baylor had that huge deflection interception by DJ Coleman earlier. Led to a field goal that gave Baylor the lead at halftime, 17-14. Now the first turnover by the Bears today. Interception number 10 on the season by Sawyer Robertson. And Arizona will have the ball in the end zone for the interception. It'll come out to the 20-yard line.
Man, it's just tough. It's tough to get all the way down there into the red zone and come away empty-handed. You're on the road. You're playing a really good football team, and you've got to take advantage of moments like that. As interesting as you look even at what they did defensively, the middle, they didn't have a linebacker or a safety in the middle of the field. They had everyone brought around and on the line of scrimmage, had a 0 coverage. Now, at the snap, they brought someone back to the middle. But even then, it's 1 versus 1 if you can get through the line of scrimmage. So, tough play call, tough outcome for the Bears. Defense, can they continue what they've done since the first drive of the second half and really stymie Arizona's offense, quite frankly?
Baylor football brought to you in part by Baylor Scott & White Health, the official healthcare provider of Baylor Athletics. Also brought to you by Pepsi. Hey, Bears fans, this football season, make Pepsi your go-to game day drink because it's the only drink for football watching. Pepsi, that's what I like. Proud partner of Baylor Bears football. Ricky Thompson on the Baylor sideline, right down there near the end zone. First turnover today by Baylor, and Ricky, Arizona's kind of made their mark in takeaways this year, haven't they?
Well, they have, and they've made their mark in this third quarter. They really took control of this game. 14-15 to go, though. You have a lot of time. Get a stop here, and you get the ball back with good field position, plenty of time. You can't afford to let Arizona go down the field and put 7 on the board, though. Down by 11 would be tough.
That was a 3-and-out forced by the Baylor defense last time they were on the field. They dig in here as Arizona begins at their own 20. Fafita takes the snap. Give to Risano. Risano off the right side. Keeps his balance. He's out across the 30. That's a 10-yard run on first down. Move the chains for Arizona.
That was a little scary as we were watching. I thought he was about to break one right there. So good job defensively to kind of gather yourself and make a tackle in the secondary.
First and 10 from the 30. Fafita fakes the handoff, looking to throw. So that just tipped away and nearly intercepted. That was LeVar Thornton, nearly had the pick. Ricky.
Well, that was a drop. LeVar Thornton was in great position, made an outstanding break on the football. You just got to complete it. You got to catch it. He gets that one. The Bears are going to have the ball. He's on the run, probably at the 35, maybe even the 30-yard line.
Ooh. Instead, a loud incompletion, and it's second down and 10 from the 30 for Arizona. Traveling right to left here in the fourth quarter. Fafita takes the snap, fakes the handoff, throwing right sideline, deep ball in the air, and caught by Arizona's Chris Hudson. Hudson victimized LeVar Thornton on that play, makes the catch at the Baylor 33-yard line.
Yeah, it's what the Bears defensively have been able to prevent through 3 quarters of this game is a big catch and throw like that one. And unfortunately, Chris got the better of the battle there.
So they've got it at the Baylor 33. Snap, handoff, Kedrick Risino. He's pushed backwards. See where they give him forward progress. That previous play, 36-yard gain. And really a good catch by Chris Hudson.
Yeah, it was a great catch. I mean, coverage wasn't terrible. He just didn't have time to get his head around because he got beat off the line of scrimmage. But still made it a contested catch, and Arizona won the battle.
2-yard gain on that last carry by Risino. It's 2nd and 8 at the Baylor 32. Really a 1-yard gain, so 2nd and 9. Snap back to Fafita. Pocket collapses. He rolls to the near side. He's still got the ball. Throws up the near sideline. He threw it away. Flag down in the secondary. Now this will be interesting. Preliminary signal is a holding call against Baylor. Wow.
Holding. Defense. Number 33. 10-yard penalty. Automatic. First down.
Oh, man, that's a backbreaker on 2nd and 8. Going to be 3rd and 8, and then you give them a first down.
Defensive holding, automatic first down comes along with it. Ball moves forward to the 23. So the drive continues. 22 is where they're going to put the ball down. 22-yard line for Arizona. Instead of 3rd down and 8, first down at the 22. 12:20 to play, 4th quarter. Arizona leading 21-17 and driving. Bears dig in that defensive front. Fafita fakes the handoff. Throws for the end zone. He is out of bounds. Might have made the catch, Chris Hunter, but he was clearly out of bounds. Good coverage down there by Baylor's Tevin Williams.
Yeah, really close. Tevin, I think, tripped off the line, which is why he kind of got behind a step or two. Did a good job of continuing to battle, and just a hair out of bounds, and fortunate, very fortunate for Baylor.
Ricky says that was maybe closer than I gave it credit for, but it was out of bounds, no review. 2nd down and 10 from the 22. Fafita with the back behind him. We may get a review here.
The previous play of the incomplete pass is under further review.
Ricky, how'd you see it?
I think maybe he got his foot down.
Do you
it's
really?
It's going to be really close.
Wow.
But that 1 foot, it's going to be a matter if the toe was down, if he had control. It's really close. It's really close.
All right, we get a look at some of the replays here. Some don't show his foot, so officials will take a close look at it. Timeout comes for the review with 12 minutes, 14 seconds to play in the 4th quarter. Arizona leading 21-17. If this is overturned, it's a touchdown for Arizona. If it stands, it is 2nd down and 10 from the 22.
Yeah, I think it's going to be incomplete. He's got a foot down, but as it's coming up is when he's making the catch, and his other one lands out of bounds. And I don't think he's got good possession of that ball before, but it's going to be really close.
And the call on the field was no catch, so there has to be clear evidence to overturn that. Lights are on at what is now Casino del Sol Stadium. A few clouds rolling in. First time Baylor's played in this stadium since, well, here's the call, here's the review.
After review, the ruling on the field of an incomplete pass is upheld.
Home crowd doesn't like that, but that's the way you saw it, Nick.
That's the way I saw it. You know, again, he's got a foot down as he's leaping to make that catch. And it looks like he makes the catch before his foot leaves the ground that's inbounds, but he bobbles it a little bit before he has possession, and then it lands out of bounds is the way I saw it.
And Ricky was exactly right. That was a lot closer to a touchdown than I initially thought. But it's 2nd down and 10 for Arizona from the Baylor 22. Here's the play. Fafita at quarterback. Takes the snap in the shotgun. Hands the ball off to Ricino. Forward for 2 yards to the 20. 3rd down and 8 play coming up for the Wildcats.
Tell you what, Fobbs White right there, really, really good play because he came free off the edge with the guard or the tackle pulling and kind of slow played it. And so Fafita hesitated what to do, and when you hesitate, you got to hand it to the running back, and then he threw his hips right into the running back to make that play for no gain.
It's Matthew Fobbs White, junior from Monroe, Louisiana, on that left defensive end spot. It's 3rd down and 7, 3rd down and 8 for Arizona from the Baylor 20. Pressure coming on Fafita. He's looking to run, and the Bears get him down at the 19-yard line. Fobbs White ends up on top of him. Great pressure there on the blitz, forced his hand. It is 4th down and 7 for Arizona, and it looks like they will set up for a field goal here.
Really great job defensively after giving up that big pass play. And really the first big one of the day like that downfield to stymie this offense and force a field goal and keep this a one-possession game.
They'll spot it at the 28. It's a 38-yard attempt, kicking right to left from the right hash. The snap is back. Ball's on the ground, and the kick is no good. Wow, he had plenty of distance on that, but Michael Salgado de Medina misses the field goal. Ricky, how did he miss that?
He pushed that ball right. Obviously,
Wow.
He hit it well, had plenty of distance. That's a big one, guys. That would have put Arizona up by 7. Now go down and put 7 on the board, and you're up by 3. Big difference that makes. You can wish whatever. If you kick the field goal in the last one, 21-20, then you're a field goal away from taking the lead. But that was a good call. I think we all thought we should go for it in that position.
Wow. All right. Missed field goal by Arizona. Our score remains Arizona 21, Baylor 17. Back after this word from Toyota.
Hi, Jan from Toyota here to let you know that Toyotathon is on. And what better way to get in the spirit of the season than with a new Toyota, like RAV4, Grand Highlander, and Corolla Cross. But to really get in the spirit, let's sing about it. So without further ado, driving through the snow in a new RAV4, hooray! To the slopes we go in a Highlander for a ski day. A Camry to get hot cocoa, tubing with a Tundra makes the kids go loco. Oh, what fun it is to make holiday wishes come true. Toyotathon, Toyotathon, Toyotathon is on. Oh, what fun it is to drive a new Toyota today. Hey!
Dealer inventory may vary. Current offers on these vehicles end December 1st. Offers are subject to change throughout Toyotathon, which ends on January 5th. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Toyota, let's go places. During Toyotathon, qualified buyers can get 2.99% APR financing for 72 months on a rugged new 2026 Tundra. Offer available in select states only.
This season, Bobcat of Waco is proud to partner with the Baylor mascots to bring you a winning lineup. Just like the Bears on the field, Bobcat machines deliver unstoppable strength, speed, and toughness. And right now, you can score big with 0% financing or cash rebates on the hardest working equipment in Texas. Visit us at 16595 North I-35 in Elmont, Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. or online 24/7 at bobcatcce.com. Don't sit on the sidelines. Gear up with Bobcat of Waco, and let's make this season one to remember. Sick 'em Bears.
If you need a trailer, Flat Rock Trailers has got you covered. From light-duty single-axle utility trailers to the Big Tex tandem duals. We also carry a full line of enclosed cargo trailers. Need a motorcycle trailer? We've got them. Need a dump trailer? We've got the largest selection in the state. Oilfield trailers? We carry a full line of Big Tex trailers to handle all your needs. Trailer repairs? We repair all makes and models. We'll even rent you a trailer if you need to use one for a day. Flat Rock Trailers, your #1 source for all your trailer needs. Find us at flatrocktrailers.com.
You're listening to Baylor Football on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Here we go, back to play after the missed field goal by Arizona. Baylor takes over at its own 20-yard line, trailing 21-17. First play, handoff and a fumble by Bryson Washington. He was struggling for extra yards and the ball popped out. Arizona has recovered. Oh, say it ain't so. A turnover by Baylor. A fumble by Bryson Washington. Recovered by Michael Dansby, the San Jose State transfer, at the 28-yard line, and Arizona has the ball right back.
Ugh. That is the exact opposite of what you wanted to do. Oh, man. Ricky, what did you see there?
Well, go back to SMU. Exactly the same fumble by Bryson. Turns his back to the line of scrimmage and gets hit in the back and loses the ball. Took a big shot there, but you've got to hold on to it. Great play. Probably had picked up 5 or 6 yards before the fumble.
So second turnover today by Baylor gives Arizona the ball in plus territory at the Baylor 28. Leading 21-17. Hand off to Motti through a hole all the way to the end zone. Touchdown. From bad to worse, the fumble, and one play later, Arizona extends its lead to 27-17.
Yeah, it's as if you got the air knocked out of you right there, and defense comes out and they're still trying to catch their breath. Untouched for a 28-yard touchdown run for Motti. And now you really have your backs against the wall with 10 and plus minutes left in this game, down after this field goal, 11 points, or extra point.
Michael Salgado Medina on for the extra point kick. It is good. And it is 28-17. Arizona leads Baylor with 10:29 to play. Boy, turnovers are just killers. And then especially if you consider you punch it in for a touchdown one play later. Talked about Arizona, how they have lived on takeaways this year. They are now plus 11 on the season, plus 1 today. And this one leads directly to the touchdown that puts them up by 11.
Yeah, it's the one thing you couldn't do in that situation, and you did it. And you got to have a short memory right now. An offense has to find something right now. They have 72 yards of offense in the second half, and so we've got to figure something out quickly and efficiently and get some points.
One play, 28 yards, touchdown run by Ishmael Motti. That's his second of the season. I'm sorry, his fourth of the season. And the lead grows to 11, 28-17. Arizona leads Baylor. 10 minutes, 29 seconds to go. Ricky, there's still a long way to go in this fourth quarter, but Baylor just hasn't shown much offensively in the entire second half.
No, nothing at all. The only positive about that drive took 8 seconds. So you still have 10:29 to go in this game. You're down by 11. Go down and score, find some offense, and you still got a chance in this football game. I would expect if you score here, you're going to go for 2 to try to make it a 3-point game.
Yeah, and we've been known to go for 2 quite often, sometimes when you don't agree with it, Ricky, and it sounds like you would agree with that in this instance.
Yeah, I think so. I'm going to agree with this.
Your math works now.
Yeah, I think so.
So Baylor sitting on 17 points right now, 10:29 to play in the fourth quarter. Remember, Baylor had a 14-0 lead in the first, or not a 14-0 lead, but they scored 14 points in the first quarter today. They got their other 3 on a field goal at the gun going
game
in
clock
at
operator,
halftime.
please set the game clock to 10:31. 1-0-3-1.
And then nothing since then, point-wise for Baylor, still sitting at 17 points.
Yeah, we had 2 3-and-outs coming out of the second halftime into the third quarter, and then you put a drive together, but it ends in an interception on a fourth and 3. And then you come out right now and one play and it's a fumble. And, man, that's been our kryptonite this year. Not only have we turned the ball over and fumbled often, but the vast majority of our fumbles come on great plays.
Yeah, right.
And fighting for yards, and you love the tenacity, but you gotta hold on to the rock.
So a 2-1 advantage in takeaways by Arizona today. This most recent directly leads to the touchdown that puts them up 28-17 on Baylor. Arizona will kick off. Cole Wilson is back deep. Kicker is Ian Wagner. Approaches the ball, boots it away. Cole Wilson will let it sail over his head, extends both arms out to either side. And the touchback, Baylor will have the ball back beginning at their own 25.
This is where you've got to have leadership step up. You're on the road. The crowd's happy. The crowd's cheering. You're down 11, 10 and a half minutes left, and you have to figure out how to create your own momentum from within. And so let's see who steps up on this drive, whether it's Trigg or Josh. Maybe Ashton comes alive now in this fourth quarter.
He's had one big catch in the second half. Here we go from the 25. Robertson to throw. Pass deflected at the line of scrimmage and nearly intercepted. A dive at the ball there, but he didn't get the pick. That one was dangerous. Just an incompletion leaves Baylor 2nd and 10 from their own 25.
Yeah, and what's been the struggles, the running game just hasn't been there except on probably 3 or 4 plays this second half.
2nd and 10, handoff, Bryson Washington. Struggles, wraps the ball up with both arms, gets a couple of yards to the 27. It is 3rd down and 8 coming up for the Bears as the clock nears the 10-minute mark in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I'd expect some sort of pass. Maybe you play action, maybe you don't, but fade route or a dig route coming underneath, some sort of crossing pattern.
Crowd making noise here in Tucson. Pass over the middle. Trigg has got it, but it's not enough for a first down. He is down at the 32-yard line, tackled right as he made the catch. Bears are 3 yards short. And it looks like they'll go for it on 4th down and 3.
Making a decision that it's now or never at this point.
Down 11, 9.5 minutes to play. Bears will go for it on 4th and 3 from their own 32-yard line. Here's the play. Snap back to Sawyer Robertson to throw right sideline. Josh Cameron goes down to the ground. Did he get it? Yes, catch. Josh, no catch. A late signal by the officials.
Ruling on the field is an incomplete pass. Turnover on downs. First down, Arizona.
Josh Cameron can't believe it. He watches the replay on the big video board, but that is an incompletion, and that was 4th and 3, and the ball goes over to Arizona.
Take your time right here. There's no reason to rush. They should maybe give this a look. I haven't gotten a good look yet on the replay.
I haven't either. Ricky, how'd that look to you?
I was way behind it. It was really hard to tell. There was some bounce, but I couldn't tell if it was off Josh's hands or off the ground. Looks like they're not going to replay this one.
Wow. Well, Josh sold it really well. He did everything he could, but incompletion, and the ball goes over on downs to Arizona. They've got it at the Baylor 32. Fafita takes the snap, hands it off to Risano. Risano threw a hole on the right side to the 29, a 3-yard gain on the play. So now Baylor has given Arizona the ball their last 2 times at the 28 and now the 32, plus territory.
Man, I'm watching the replay, and I know it's in the past, and they can't do anything about it, but I'm shocked they didn't review it.
Is that right?
I'm really shocked they didn't review it.
Gosh, what a huge difference that makes. Would have been a first down if he'd been given the catch. Here's 2nd down and 7 for Arizona. Fafita hands it off on the jet sweep to the near side. Flag down.
I think they're finally going to call a holding, John.
Wow, okay. Run out of bounds on the near side for Arizona is Chris Hunter. Here's the call.
Holding. Offense. Number 80. 10-yard penalty. 2nd down.
So wipe out a short gain on that carry with the holding penalty. Moves the ball back to the 39-yard line. They need the 22 for a first down, so it is 2nd down and 17.
Got to move this line of scrimmage. Don't give up big yards right here.
Fafita takes the snap, hands the ball to Motti. Nowhere to run on the right side. Cooper Land slows him up. And then Amarian Winston finishes him off.
They did a good job right there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long, 3rd and 14-ish from the balls on the 36-yard line. So if you get a no gain here, you're looking at a, 52-yard field goal or so, 53-yard field goal. So really good job right there on 2nd and long to limit the yardage, put yourself in a position that there's a way you get out of this without giving up any points.
Arizona's going to have to call a timeout. They used a lot of time there. We're about to get dinged for delay of game, so they call a timeout with 7:21 to play.
Timeout, Arizona. It will be 30 seconds.
Keep it right here, 7:21 on the clock. So the shirtless fans in the stands phenomenon has reached Tucson. Those guys did that in Waco last week, and they were a big hit.
They were a big hit. Honestly, it's fun to see something like that at McLean Stadium.
It was.
The energy and something we needed, quite frankly.
Yeah. We could use another dose of that next week for the Houston game in Waco. Don't have a kickoff time yet for that game. Let's go down to Ricky.
Hey guys, really clock's an issue now. 7:21 to go. Even no points here. You're down by 11. The Bears have had no success offensively, so you're going to have to really be wise with the clock. You do have all 3 timeouts left.
Good point. Need a big stop here on 3rd down and 14 for the Wildcats. Ball at the Baylor 36. This was after Baylor went for it on 4th down and 3. Weren't able to convert. Gave Arizona the ball at the 32. They now sit at the 36, 3rd and 14. Here's the play. 2 receivers to either side. 3rd down and 14 for Arizona. Fafita keeps, runs right side, 30, 25, 20 and out of bounds. He's got a first down. Nifty run by quarterback Noah Fafita for a first down for the Wildcats.
That's the one thing you couldn't allow to happen. You know, they're running that ball just trying to get better yardage for a field goal, and they end up with a first down, and now the clock is absolutely an issue. Down 11 as Arizona State still has the ball and can still get another first down. So defense got to come up with something. Can you create a turnover? Can you do something right now to find momentum and turn the tide?
Arizona will slow play at every chance they get. Handoff to Motti. Note, Ricino up the middle and into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. "19-yard touchdown run by Kedrick Ricino, his 6th rushing touchdown of the season. Arizona dials it up to a 34-17 lead over Baylor in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, it's back-to-back touchdowns. Running back runs the ball untouched for an end zone for a score. Man, this game turned real fast. You're right in the thick of it.
Extra point kick is good by Salgado Medina. And with 6:38 to play, Arizona has more than doubled up Baylor. Now Arizona 35, Baylor 17 here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, we got the air knocked out of us on that fumble, and we haven't been able to recover since. And offensively, you're going to have to start throwing the ball, which Arizona State, you play it one of 2 ways. You either kind of man up and throw a lot of pressure, or you play everything in front of you, and it'll be interesting to see what they do. But time is your enemy now.
Yeah, no question. Seth Dagey is the offensive coordinator here at Arizona. That's a guy you know.
Yeah.
Played against
him 2 years. So he was their quarterback for Texas Tech in 2011.
Right.
When I got to come in at halftime. That was a fun half of a game.
That's right, he was. That was a very fun half. Here's the kickoff by Arizona. Little momentum, little adrenaline there out the back of the end zone. So that was Dagey in that game.
That was Dagey in that game. And then in 2012, we were both seniors, and we got to play against each other again. And that's a game we won in overtime.
Yeah.
To become bowl eligible in this same 11th game of the year.
Wow.
So we got to 6-5 and then went on and beat Oklahoma State 7-5 and then got to go to the Holiday Bowl in San Diego.
Holiday Bowl, that's
that
great.
was a fun one.
Good memories there.
Great memories.
Dino Babers was the offensive coordinator prior to Daggy taking over this year. Here we go on the touchback. Baylor begins at its own 25-yard line, trailing now big, 35-17. Pass is intercepted over the middle and returned for a touchdown. A pick six for Arizona on the first play of this possession by Baylor. Pass over the middle intended for Matthew Kloppenstein. There are penalty flags all over the field. Let's see what that is. But a pick six for the Wildcats.
The ruling on the field is a touchdown. After the play is over, unsportsmanlike conduct, defense, number 42. That penalty will be enforced on the kickoff. That is number 42's first unsportsmanlike of the game.
Jabari Mann with the interception and the return for a touchdown for Arizona. Puts them up 41-17.
Yeah, it looks like, we were talking pregame. Arizona shows one thing and then ends up in a different coverage defensively, and I think that's what happened right there.
Extra point kick is no good. He missed the extra point kick. That was a different kicker out there. That was the kickoff man, Ian Wagner, not the regular placement kicker, Michael Salgado Medina, but they missed the extra point kick. But just like that, turnover number 3 on the day for the Bears, a -2 differential in takeaways, and the Bears down big, now even bigger, 41-17. Jabari Mann, a redshirt freshman linebacker from San Mateo, California. Pass was intended for Kloppenstein, the tight end, and it was really easy pickings for Mann to pick it off, cut in front of Kloppenstein, pick it off, and went virtually untouched into the end zone. Here's another kickoff by Arizona with 6:27 to play. Officially a 34-yard interception return for the score. This one may be returnable. It is. After the penalty backed him up, Cole Wilson to the 30, to the 35, to the 38-yard line. Again, there was a penalty against Arizona. They had to kick off from the 20. They've made that a habit today.
Yeah, that's the third time, I think.
Yeah. Let's pause here 10 seconds for station identification. Back in 10 seconds on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
From the Allen Samuels Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Studios, this is KRZI Waco, K222DC Waco, K265DV Temple, ESPN Central Texas.
41-17, Arizona leads Baylor, 6:21 to go. Bears have the ball back, beginning at their own 39-yard line. Sawyer Robertson, the senior, remains in there at quarterback. Hands the ball off to Caden Knighton. Knighton gang tackled. Gain of 3 yards to the 42. Something about this Arizona defense, they have held 8 opponents this year under 200 yards passing. 8 of their 10 games prior to today. Sawyer Robertson right now, nation's leading passer, sitting at 144 passing. Here's a handoff, running right is Knighton to the 50, to the 40, to the 35-yard line, and out of bounds near sideline. Big gainer on the run by freshman Caden Knighton.
Yeah, really good off-tackle run, and got to see a little bit of his speed right there and what he brings to the table. And at this point, man, get points on the board. You're playing for pride right now, and that's a big thing to do.
Baylor's reached the Arizona 35. Handoff to Knighton again. He is forward to the 30. Nice 5-yard gain. Hard-earned 5 yards. 5 minutes, 20 seconds to play, fourth quarter. 41-17, the Arizona lead over Baylor.
getting some good running lanes right now, picking up good yards, all runs so far on this drive too.
Here's another run. Caden Knighton the carry again. He's the workhorse on this drive. A couple more yards to the 28. 3rd down and 3 coming up. Under 5 minutes to play, 4th quarter.
See if we see another run right here on 3rd and short to pick up the first.
Wraparound handoff to Caden Knighton. He is trapped and down for a loss. Arizona was reading the mail there. They were all over Caden Knighton. He'll lose yardage back to the 30, so it's 4th down and 5 for the Bears.
Yeah, he brought the house right there by Arizona, and so you got guys coming off the edge untouched because there's no one to block them, and they're just committing all in on the run right there. There's not much you can do. So now it's 4th and 5, and see what you do here. I would expect a throw.
Kelsey Johnson is in there at a receiver spot, middle of 3 on the left side. Josh Cameron to the right side. Oh, pressure and a sack of Sawyer Robertson on 4th down and 5. In his face quickly, and a sack will end that possession. Arizona will take over with 3:56 remaining. Let's go down to Ricky.
Hey, Nick, I know you're seeing it outside then. The cornerback was 10 yards off Josh Cameron. All you got to do is run a 5-yard hitch. That's been there on 3rd and 4th down and 3 and 4 and 5 all day.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I mean, that's one of those things. You got Josh Cameron, big body receiver, get to 6 yards, get 1 yard past the line of scrimmage, throw a rocket to him, pick up a first down. They ran a twist up front, and the backer came through untouched.
Arizona takes over at their own 39. Handoff, running free, left sideline. All the way to the end zone, but there is a flag down in the offensive backfield. Let's see if this one is coming back or if it's another long touchdown run for the Wildcats.
Offense, number 75, 10-yard penalty. First down.
It is coming back.
Yeah, and that's, again, a right call by the referees. And on a biased radio broadcast, it's a little too late to start calling that. That's been there a lot of today, and pretty easy call by the referees on Fobbs White right there holding them.
So wipes out about a, 61-yard touchdown run. Holding penalty will back him up to the 29. 1st down and 20, 3:45 remaining. Arizona leads 41-17. Boy, disappointing second half. Baylor's been outscored 27-0 in the second half today. Baylor had the lead 17-14 at halftime. Yeah, 20 in the 4th quarter by Arizona. And it's not over. Handoff again. Fafita's still in there. Handoff to Ricino, and he is chased down after a short 2 or 3 yard gain. Let's call it 3 to the 32.
Looks like referees blowing the play dead. I don't know if that's a timeout by Baylor. Stop the clock.
Yeah, I don't know what that was. There was a Baylor player, Caleb Burns, that was slow walking to the sidelines.
Timeout. Baylor. It will be 30 seconds. Game clock operator. Please set the game clock to 3:33. 3:33.
Crowd doesn't like it. They've got other places to be. 3:33 to play in the 4th quarter. Bears down 41-17 to the Wildcats. Bears going to fall to 5-6 on the year. Now 3-5 in Big 12 play. Now they'll have just one opportunity next week against a really good Houston team to try to get that bowl qualifying 6th win.
Yeah, I mean, again, you played 3 quarters really well. I mean, you played 2 quarters very well. You had the lead at halftime, and even in the 3rd quarter, you give up 1 drive, and then your defense does their job and doesn't allow anything else for the rest of the 3rd quarter. But your offense has just completely kind of stayed in the locker room, quite frankly. I'm not sure what's happened to our offense in this second half, but you're 10 minutes left in this game. and it's a 4-point game, and then all of a sudden you look up and it's 41-17 really quickly.
Turnovers, big part of that. Bears forced to go for it on some fourth downs, not able to convert. Here we go, back to play. Handoff again. I think that is Ricino. Out to the 34-yard line.
Good job by the Bears to stop that, not give up many yards.
Timeout. Baylor.
Baylor calls another.
Their second.
Timeout.
It will be 30 seconds.
Second of 3 timeouts, 1 remaining. It's third down and 18 for Arizona. Ball out to the 34-yard line. We don't have a game time yet for that game next Saturday, Baylor and Houston. It is senior day. It is 254 day at McLean Stadium. We know it's Thanksgiving week, Thanksgiving weekend. Hopeful students will come back to be a part of that. Freshmen will run in the line. Graduating seniors can run in the Baylor line one final time. But hopeful of a crowd as the Bears try to get that 6th win again next Saturday.
Yeah, and again, it's going to come against a really tough opponent. I mean, Houston's had a heck of a turnaround this year, and they just kicked off, looks like, against TCU at home right now, but they're number 23 in the college football playoff. I mean, this is not an easy task.
Here we go, third down and 18. Fafita hands it off. That is Maudie with the carry, and he is pushed out of bounds on the near sideline. And thankfully, there's no unsportsmanlike penalty there as he got caught back in the Baylor bench area.
Baylor.
And Baylor will use its final timeout.
It will be 30 seconds.
With 3:17 to play. So that'll force a punt by Arizona. Bears will get the ball back, down 41-17 to the Wildcats.
Yeah, Aranda's trying to continue to get more reps for these guys. You got one more game. Every snap matters. Every rep matters as you continue to try to get the best out of your players. And again, offensively, man, it's just been a rough second half. Can you get something going? You have a chance to run potentially a 2-minute offense here. And so can you get 7 more on the board, make it a 41-24 game, and who knows, get another 3 and out and then have another shot. But you're praying for pride right now.
Down 41-17 are the Bears. Punt for the Wildcats. Lovison boots it away. Josh Cameron, no fair catch. Takes it at the 29, holds on to it, ushered out of bounds on the far side of the field. But the Bears have the ball back with 3:06 to play, trailing 41-17 to Arizona.
As you think about this drive, again, you're probably going to come out with a run at least once probably in these first 2 plays, trying to get some momentum and then start taking some shots across the middle, deep balls downfield. We'll see what Spav draws up and see what this Arizona State defense does as well. It's really interesting. I mean, you even see them right now. They're not even lined up on the line of scrimmage. They don't want to show their cards to our offensive linemen right now.
Here's the play beginning at the 30. Handoff to Caden Knighton. And he is met and pushed backwards. He didn't get back to the line of scrimmage. Loss of a yard on the play.
Yeah, it's an interesting defense. You know, and again, as we interviewed Brian Jeffries in the pregame show, he talked about they don't like showing, or they show one thing and then they end up in something different. And I mean, other than 2 ends, you have no idea what's happening in the middle in the front 6. So
second down 11 play. Robertson to throw. Near sideline. That is caught by Josh Cameron. Pushed out of bounds at the 40-yard line.
Be a first down. Really good, strong hands right there again by Josh, which we've seen all year, which I think is why he's got a really great shot to play for a long time at the next level.
First and 10, Baylor at their own 41-yard line with 2:04 to play. Handoff. It's Michael Turner, I believe. And picking up some nice yards, actually, in the middle of the line. He is out to the 44, and that'll get us to the 2-minute timeout. 2-minute timeout, 2 minutes to play. Fourth quarter, Arizona big over Baylor, 41-17. Our coverage continues after this word from your local station.
Hey y'all, it's Jackie Marshall from Baylor Football. You probably know Goodwill for their stores. Trust me, I've scored some fun finds here.
What if they don't take another full?
When you donate or shop at Heart of Texas.
Right at the end.
Okay, I figured. I just want to make sure.
Jobs.
Probably won't.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
HOT Goodwill celebrating.
They're trying to get out here too.
Changing lives through the power of work. That's something worth celebrating. Donate, shop, change lives. That's Heart of Texas Goodwill.
Premier ER and Urgent Care has all the convenience of urgent care with all the expertise of an ER, all under one roof. At every visit, be seen by ER-trained staff with on-site lab and CT, X-ray, ultrasound, and EKG. Here, you pay for the appropriate level of care that you receive, and we are in-network with most major insurance providers. Premier ER and Urgent Care has 4 convenient locations serving Texas: San Marcos, Temple, Waco, and Woodway. To learn more, visit www.premier.care.
Hi, Jan from Toyota here to let you know that Toyotathon is on. And what better way to get in the spirit of the season than with a new Toyota, like RAV4, Grand Highlander, and Corolla Cross. But to really get in the spirit, let's sing about it. So without further ado, driving through the snow in a new RAV4, hooray! To the slopes we go in a Highlander for a ski day. A Camry to get hot cocoa, tubing with a Tundra makes the kids go loco. Oh, what fun it is to make holiday wishes come true. Toyotathon, Toyotathon, Toyotathon is on. Oh, what fun it is to drive a new Toyota today. Hey!
Dealer inventory may vary. Current offers on these vehicles end December 1st. Offers are subject to change throughout Toyotathon, which ends on January 5th. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Toyota, let's go places. During Toyotathon, qualified buyers can get 2.99% APR financing for 72 months on a rugged new 2026 Tundra. Offer available in select states only.
You're listening to Baylor Football on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
2025 Baylor football season presented by HEB. HEB, here, everything's better. We invite you to stay tuned following our end of the game today for the First Central Credit Union post-game show. It's brought to you by the First Central Credit Union. Everything we do for you. End of the game, 1 minute, 58 seconds of clock time away as it has started to rain here in Tucson. I didn't think it ever rained in Arizona.
It's the desert, right?
Yeah. A little bit of rain out there.
Light rain.
Here we go, back to play. It is 2nd down and 7 for the Bears. They've got it at their own 44-yard line. Empty backfield. Sawyer Robertson will keep. Quarterback draw, runs forward to the 46-yard line. So a couple yard gain there by the Baylor senior quarterback. He's going to have a streak snap today, it appears. He's had 14 straight games with multiple touchdown passes. Longest active streak in the nation. He's had 1 today so far. There's a handoff to Michael Turner. That's a nice run to the 45-yard line and a first down for the Bears. Now, the game's not over. Sawyer could still get another one.
He still could get another one. I'd like to see another one.
I would like
I'd
that
like
streak
him
to
to
continue.
add another stat.
Right.
That was a good run right there by Michael Turner. A few little cuts, but going north and south on those cuts picks up good yards.
1st and 10 Bears at the Arizona 46. Robertson, a lot of time in the pocket. Going deep, right side for Josh Cameron. And it's incomplete in the end zone. Unleashed it a long way there, but an incompletion.
Yeah, honestly, wasn't Sawyer's best throw right there. I wonder if that ball slipped a little bit as he was throwing it with that light rain. And again, it's been a nice dry day, and now you get this just a little bit of moisture. And it's like the roads, that initial rain, it makes it real slick until that ball soaks in.
2nd and 10 for the Bears at the Arizona 46. Pass to Jaden Porter on the near sideline. He's down at the 40. Does not get out of bounds if that's a factor. Now a minute and counting here in the 4th quarter. Baylor trailing 41-17.
3rd and 4, you'll see another pass play right here with no timeouts left and 49 seconds and counting. But have to pick up a first.
Snap back to Robertson. Handoff instead to Caden Knighton running up the middle, carrying tacklers with him. A first down run all the way to the 28-yard line by Caden Knighton.
I was wrong.
There you go. Arizona was thinking the same way you were.
Yeah, and clock will start once they set the chains. But a new set of downs.
So 1st and 10, Baylor. They've reached the Arizona 28. Snap back to Robertson, looking to throw. Watch out. Hit from behind and sacked. Down back at the 36-yard line. Sacked by Chase Kennedy. The Utah transfer, originally out of Dallas, Episcopal School of Dallas.
Yeah, that's the definition of a coverage sack right there. 7 seconds, and that looks like that's going to do it here in Tucson.
That is how this game ends today. Disappointing for the Bears. Arizona gets to 8-3 on the season and 5-3 in Big 12 play. Bears have one game remaining to try to get to the bowl qualifying 6th win of the year. They fall this afternoon to the Arizona Wildcats, 41-17 the final score. Take a break. Back after this to Tucson and the Baylor Sports Media Network.
When life gets complicated, Butts Law Firm is your one stop for a wide range of legal needs. Whether you need estate planning documents such as a will, trust, or guardianship, or the appointment of a receiver to handle personal or business assets management and disposal, consumer protection, family-related legal matters, or various business...
John, you're doing the 5th quarter?
...community firm.
Okay. On the highlight in games such as these, Derek would just do the Baylor touchdowns and kind of read through all the other team scores. How do you want to do it?
641.
Okay.
EZ. That's
okay.
41.
Thank you.
89. Or come by the Waxahachie office at 301 South Rogers Street, Suite 202, downtown Waxahachie. Come see the difference having a trusted attorney by your side can make, because at Butts Law Firm, your legal rights are our business.
Hi, I'm Jim Turner at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. As we celebrate our 10th year anniversary, I want to say thank you to all of our customers. Our dealership is more than a business to me. That's why when you come see us for a reliable new Chevy or award-winning service, we treat you like family. Come see our new collision center, now open to serve you even better for many years to come. Enjoy the game, then come see us at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. Together, let's drive.
Football is more than a game. It's lessons learned, teamwork built, and memories that last a lifetime. That's why the National Football Foundation created I Played, an initiative honoring the story.
You want me to just go ahead and go to it?
Who's ever put on the pads. Now,
I'm sorry. Oh, I got you. Okay.
Story today at iplayed.org, because what you learned playing football still matters today.
You're listening to Baylor Football. Baylor Football on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
In Tucson, Bears dropped to 5-6 on the season. Now 3-5 in Big 12 conference play with the loss to the Wildcats. And again, Baylor, one game remaining in the regular season, Nick, against the Houston Cougars next Saturday. It is Senior Day in Waco against a really good Houston team. And again, hopeful of a crowd to support these guys on Senior Day next Saturday.
Yeah, I mean, it's college football, and you've had highs and lows, and it's such a memorable moment of your life. And I look fondly back on my time, and I remember my final game at home, and it means a lot, and it's emotional day, quite frankly. And so I do hope our fans show up and give them the love that they deserve. And it's going to be hard to bounce back from this one, quite frankly. I think they had a lot of confidence coming in here and a lot of momentum, and wanted to prove a point, and really was in it until the last 11 minutes of the game.
But it ends 41-17. Bears fall to Arizona today. A game Baylor led at halftime 17-14. Baylor now 3-1 in games which they lead at halftime this season. Plenty more to come on the First Central Credit Union postgame show. We invite you to stay with us. 41-17, the final, Arizona over Baylor, here on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Hi, Jan from Toyota here to let you know that Toyotathon is on. And what better way to get in the spirit of the season than with a new Toyota, like RAV4, Grand Highlander, and Corolla Cross. But to really get in the spirit, let's sing about it. So without further ado, driving through the snow in a new RAV4, hooray! To the slopes we go in a Highlander for a ski day. A Camry to get hot cocoa, tubing with a Tundra makes the kids go loco. Oh, what fun it is to make holiday wishes come true. Toyota-thon, Toyota-thon, Toyota-thon is on. Oh, what fun it is to drive a new Toyota today. Hey!
Dealer inventory may vary. Current offers on these vehicles end December 1st. Offers are subject to change throughout Toyota-thon, which ends on January 5th. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Toyota, let's go places. During Toyota-thon, qualified buyers can get 2.99% APR financing for 72 months on a rugged new 2026 Tundra. Offer available in select states only.
TFNB Your Bank for Life is the official local bank of Baylor Athletics. Find out why more Central Texas are making TFNB their bank for life. Sign up for our Edge checking and savings accounts to earn interest or cash back. With 5 convenient locations and an award-winning mobile app, banking has never been easier. TFNB, your bank for life. Member FDIC.
Do you ever scream at your screen when your 5G internet freezes? It's the worst. So why not switch to Astound? Wi-Fi that just works. With Astound Wi-Fi, you'll rage less, buffer less, and live more. Lock in gig speed Wi-Fi for just $35 a month, guaranteed for 3 years. Plus, get up to a $200 Amazon gift card. Astound Wi-Fi, it just works. Visit astound.com today.
This has been live coverage of Baylor football on the Baylor Sports Media Network. Now, it's time for the First Central Credit Union postgame show. Brought to you by First Central Credit Union, serving members since 1937. Stay tuned as we break down the game, listen to highlights, talk with Coach Aranda, players, and more. All coming up on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Raining coming down pretty good here and kind of mirrors the mood of Baylor fans, I would think, right now as the Bears fall to Arizona today. 41-17. The final score, Bears fall to 5-6 on the year, 3-5 in Big 12 play. Welcome into the First Central Credit Union postgame show. It's brought to you by the First Central Credit Union. Everything we do for you. Ricky Thompson is downstairs, dry, hopefully, in near the Baylor locker room. And Ricky, just kind of a promising start, very much of a promising start for the Bears today. But, gosh, that second half, yards were hard to come by, and then there were the turnovers as well.
Yeah, that's right. 17-14 at the half, and you think you're in pretty good position when you're on the road with a lead like that. Third quarter, it was okay. You weren't bad. It's 21-17, and then all of a sudden turnovers hit you in the fourth quarter, 2 quick touchdowns by Arizona, and then you're down considerably. Final 41-17. Actually, Arizona had one more touchdown on a long run called back by holding penalty.
Yeah.
So tough end to this game, tough day offensively for the Bears. Unusual. Caden Knighton has 100 yards rushing in this game, and who would have thought that when you think about the result of the game and you're watching the game, you'd have no idea that somebody had 100 yards. But that's a little misleading in that the Bears had really a tough day in the throwing game today.
Yeah, I mean, speaking to that, 181 yards on the ground for the Bears and only 162 through the air. So really tough outing offensively, especially in the second half with 101 yards of offense until that final drive that ended as the clock expired. But, you know, metaphorically, when Bryson fumbled that ball and it just the air got knocked out of our entire sideline.
Yeah.
And it's just unfortunately, it's been kind of the trend this whole season is fumbles after really good runs and runs where you're fighting for yards. And that's what you want and the mentality you want out of the players. But you have to protect the ball, and then we never rebounded, and the snowball just kept gathering momentum down the hill.
Yeah, it was the next play, wasn't it, after the fumble when they ran it in for the
untouched.
touchdown.
Yeah.
So the turnovers today, it's been a bugaboo all year for the Bears. 3 takeaways for Arizona, 1 takeaway by Baylor, and the 3 were very, very costly for Baylor today.
Yeah, I mean, and again, we talked about it coming in. This team led the Big 12 in pass defense, total defense, and I think was number 2 in turnover margin. And you know, you're actually leading the turnover game for the majority of the game, and then you find yourself down pretty quickly and significantly. We had 3 points off our 1 turnover, but they had 13 off their 3.
41-17 the final. Bears fall to Arizona. We'll give you final stats when we come back on the First Central Credit Union postgame show. Brought to you by the First Central Credit Union. Everything we do for you. Also brought to you by Rudy's Barbecue, a proud sponsor of Baylor football. Be sure to stop by your local Rudy's or Rudy's.com for some real Texas barbecue. Enjoy 100% oak smoked meats, delicious sides, and Rudy's signature sauce. Don't forget Rudy serves breakfast tacos every day until 10 a.m. Take a break. Be back with more on the First Central Credit Union postgame show in a moment. Final score, Arizona 41, Baylor 17 on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
The Bears aren't the only one making plays this season. Your money can score too.
Hi, this is Joe Betsy Tyler with First Central. With our high interest checking, you can earn up to 5% APY just for using your account. No fees, no tricky plays, just real reward.
Visit firstcentralcu.com and open your account today. It's your season to earn more.
First Central Credit Union. Everything we do for you.
Eligibility and qualifications apply. APY annual percentage yield. Member NCUA.
Premier ER and Urgent Care has all the convenience of urgent care with all the expertise of an ER, all under one roof. At every visit, be seen by ER-trained staff with on-site lab and CT, X-ray, ultrasound, and EKG. Here, you pay for the appropriate level of care that you receive, and we are in network with most major insurance providers. Premier ER and Urgent Care has 4 convenient locations serving Texas: San Marcos, Temple, Waco, and